ISD would like to take a moment. Denison ISD would like to take a moment to thank our Munson Stadium anchor sponsors, Get Roofed, First United Bank, Texoma Medical Center, and Classic of Chevrolet. Thank you for supporting your Denison Yellow Jackets. Courtright Orthodontics is proud to provide custom mouth guards to the Denison Yellow Jackets football team. If you have jacked up teeth, Dr. Courtright is your man to fix them. Dr. Courtright offers traditional braces as well as Invisalign. Consultations are free, so call or visit TexomaOrthodontist.com. Good evening and welcome to Munson Stadium. This game is being conducted according to the rules and regulations of the University Interscholastic League. Regardless of the outcome of tonight's game, all of the players have proven their willingness to work and sacrifice in order to achieve athletic excellence. We ask that as a spectator, you consider the time and effort each of these teams, coaches, and athletes have put forth. Cheer these young athletes, applaud them, but do not, through any of your actions, cause them to doubt the value of athletics. By your conduct, allow these young people to feel pride in their communities and school. While your sportsmanlike actions may play only a small part in the outcome of this game, it will play a greater role in continuing to encourage competitive athletics. We also ask that you show your appreciation for the students who will be taking part indirectly in tonight's game. The cheerleaders, the bands, the pep squad, and the students who have supported their teams at home and away. These young people play an integral part in their team's success. The officials for this game have been mutually agreed upon by school officials for both schools. Their role is not unlike those of players, coaches, teachers, and school administrators. Without them, this game would not be possible. Their knowledge and application of the rules are a result of annual testing, years of study, and continual participation in clinics that further refine their understanding of the game. We ask you, as students, parents, and citizens, to demonstrate the kind of respect for these officials you would extend to any dedicated person in a position of responsibility. This means that you, as a fan, should not criticize the players on either team, should not boo the officials, should not have alcoholic beverages on public school grounds since it is a violation of state law, should be courteous to the visiting fans, should cheer for your team, and should show respect for injured players on both teams. Again, thank you for attending tonight's matchup at Munson Stadium and enjoy the game.
Texoma High School football is back, and Friday nights this fall, the area's most precise coverage continues as K-10 Sports and Able Island Warfare team up to bring you the first and 10 2023 Jack Davis Baker and Adam Homer for the best live coverage and latest scores from across Texoma. The first and 10 2023, it's Texoma High School football coverage like no one else. Friday nights at 10:17 only on K-10 Sports.
Ladies and gentlemen, this past week, young dancers from all across Texumberland traveled to participate in the most prestigious dance clinic in America. These young ladies took classes, learned routines, and prepared for their performance tonight. Why did they travel all this way? For one reason and one reason only: to learn from the greatest dance team in America, your Denison High School Stingerettes. So without any further ado, Munson Stadium, please welcome future New York City Rockets, future Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders, and most important, future Denison High School Stingerettes, presenting the Junior Stingerettes.
Bring it back like she loves some. In the club with the lights off, but you acting shy for. Come and show me that deal with it. With it, with it, with it, with it. Stop playing, now you know now. With it, with it, with it, with it, with it, with it, with it. What you acting shy for?
Just give me you, just give me you. That's all life is yours to spend. Spend it apart. Spend it together. Spend a little now. Spend a lot later. Spend it fearlessly. Spend it faithfully. First United Bank. Spend life wisely.
Bella Maxon, Autumn Mitchell, Shelby Russell, Brayden Sauceda, Julianne Spiegel, Kennedy Thomas, Michaela Tilley, Georgia Walters. Your captain is Piper Thomas, and your co-captain is Cameron Geisler. Your mascot, Buzz, is Mason Bella Martin. The cheer manager is Oliviana Robinson. And our cheer coaches are Ashley Glover and Shelley Taylor.
What's up? Really, because he's big and skilled.
At this time, we're going to Gibson High School's alma mater.
I was thinking fair, like what they're doing right now is fine. And like they don't play like the league. Like they don't play like that. So they're like the circle. So they're in the high school. Like they don't get I'm not saying that like good is next, but like you're probably all like it's real easy to get to like down there in Dallas. Start out with 6'4", 6'6". Get on the jet, going to Vegas, get on the jet, going to Carolina, get on the jet, going to Carolina. Then they had another kid from Houston, and he would just stay out here for somebody. Everybody, I know we have to pay. I'm going to assume, I would say somewhere north of like 90K, maybe 100K. A year? Like I heard there was a reason why we didn't get the stadium on this group or something like that. Like basketball stadium. What up, arena? What do you do?
The captain for the Denison Yellow Jackets, number 11, Jacoby DeHorn, number 64, Mason Mandrell, number 45, Cooper Rogers, and number 81, Carson Lopes.
So he already knows. Yes. And I think he knows that obviously you have he was not a no man.
If you would like to direct your attention to the center field of tonight's coin toss, please put your hands together and you're welcome to tonight's team captains, Aaron Morris, Zach Duke, and Robert Crawley from First United Bank. Welcome, Aaron, Zach, and Robert, and thank you for always supporting the Denison Yellow Jackets. Captain for Melissa Cardinals, number 5, Jackson Ford. Number 9, Carson Maynard. Number 78, Owen Holbrook. And number 7, Gunnar Wilson.
big games if you turn the ball over. Yellow Jackets turned the ball over 5 times last year, 5 interceptions. Melissa came into that game with only 3 on the year. They left with 8. You can't do that tonight and have any chance to pull the upset that will get everyone's attention across the state. We have reached our nation's national anthem as the Denison Touch of Gold gets ready to perform it. We'll take one final 30-second break and be back with a kick of tonight's game. Don't go anywhere on YJTV or 93.1. More Denison football right after this.
And you're clear.
Watches, antique jewelry, you name it, they do it. We're going to give you those officials here momentarily. We're ready for the first United Bank kick. As we get ready to start, Kenyon Kelly will go back deep with Trace Olson. We've seen Trace Olson become one of those key return men for the Yellow Jackets, and as a sophomore, he has quite the bright career ahead of him. He's already had quite the year as a sophomore free safety. And we're just about ready to begin this game. Getting ready to do the kicking duties is going to be Sham McGregor for the #1 ranked Melissa Cardinals. And here we go. The first United Bank kick has sailed into the night. And here's Olson. He's going to take it at the 12, up to the 15, 20. Gets to the edge, 30. Look out. Looks for a block, 40. Turns inside, still going. 50 down the sideline and drugged down from behind at the 41-yard line. Trace Olson said, #1 ranked what? Get out of my way.
Yeah, that's what you got to have. You got to have a great return. Said do everything right. Hey, that was right. Got across midfield.
Let's give you the starting lineup. The starting lineup's brought to you each and every week by our good friends at Tyson Foods. They feed the community. Starting for the Yellow Jackets. Across the front, Dalton Brown, Caleb Akins, Jackson Bridges, Mason Mandrell, and Alex Vogel. In the backfield, it'll be the mixture of Jack Oliman and Grant Yerkes. It'll be Kyson Lucane at times tonight, but not to start out. And it'll be Crowley, Cooper Rogers, Michael Kennedy and company. And oh yeah, how about Ty Rhodes back at the QB spot? And Mr. Rhodes steps in, snaps his hands together, empty backfield, has it. He's gonna run up the middle, across the 40, spins out of one tackle, and that should have been a penalty right there. The defender reached up, grabbed around the helmet. He didn't grab the face mask, but he did grab the helmet and used it as leverage, and it's a 2-yard gain for Ty Rhodes.
Yeah, about 3 yards there. At least it's positive gain. Just keep moving in the right direction.
Jackets will go 2 short to the left side, 1 wide right. That's Crowley. It's Oliman in the backfield. It is 2nd down and 7. Now Cooper Rogers will shift into a blocking spot. Oliman gets the give. He's up the middle. Banks his way to the 30. He's got a first down, I believe. Nope, they're going to mark him 1 foot shy, make it 3rd down and short.
That's a nice physical run. He always finishes strong, and that's the way to finish with your pads. I thought he got the first down. I don't know how they got the mark.
Big opportunity for Brian Wilson and his Yellow Jacket offense. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. That's Crowley. Oliman in the right hip pocket of Ty Rhodes. 3rd down, less than 1. Here's the snap. Oliman's got it. Banks his way forward. 1st down and more. Move the sticks for Charles Holder to the 29.
That's what it's about. Control this offense. Have some short yardage gains, but you move the chains. That's what you got to keep doing.
Lynn Burkhead, Lance Sandmillan, Kyle Huber, and Pete Dion with you tonight. 93.1 FM and YJTV. 1st down for Denison. 1 receiver right, 2 left. Rhodes is going to run. Looks, throws. He's got his man. It was open. And just a little bit too much mustard for that State Fair corny dog right there. His first pass in 3 weeks, and he was a little excited right there and just let it sail a little bit.
Yeah, it was definitely a little hot. Plus, he's going to his left. He's right-handed. You know, I might want to call something this way to get him a little more comfortable on his throw.
2nd down and 10. Crowley to the right. 2 guys to the left, including Michael Kennedy. Still have not seen Lucane, but we do believe that he may play tonight. This is 2nd down. This is Rhodes. He's going to fake it to Oliman. Goes up the middle, and that teeth of that defense says, Nigel Smith, remember that name tonight, Nigel Smith II. Kyle certainly will. He's headed to the University of Oklahoma. 37 different colleges want him, and you can see why. When you're 6'5", 260, and fast as lightning, a lot of people want you to play on Saturday for them. Big play here. 3rd down, a little bit more than 10, almost 11. Line to gain will be just across the 20 to the 19. This is Rhodes, play fake to Oliman. He's back. Here comes the heat. He's in jail, and he throws it away, throws it down. Melissa wants a flag. The officials are not going to do it. That could have been intentional grounding, but they're not going to flag it. And now the Yellow Jackets, they're going to send some sort of kicking team out. It may be the punt team.
I can't even imagine. I mean, you're going to just pooch it, really.
Yeah, so Rhodes is still in there.
He is.
And he is in the pooch punt position, but they've got 3 gunners to the right, 3 to the left, and only 3 linemen. And Melissa saw something they didn't like, and they're going to call a timeout. We'll join them. Underway, no score, 9:49 to go. Number 1 here taking on your Yellow Jackets. We're back after this.
Number 6, Trevor Ham, quarterback for Cardinals. Number 3, Nathan, unspoken on carry, O'Connor for first down. Pass complete to number 1, Randy brought down number 3, Bailey. Jackets, number 6, Kelly, number 10, Robert Henderson. Second down 9. Pass completion number 13. Jacobs 9. Down the field for the Cardinals. Johnson on the carry, defensive play for the Jackets. Number 43, Josh Turner. First down for the Cardinals. Brought down to the backfield. Hand brought down to the backfield. Defensive play for Jackets at Grayson McGee. Breaking in the carry, defensive play for the Jackets. Number 6, Kelly, and number 8, Edward Parker. Comment loose on the field. Number 6, Kenyon Kelly. Number 9, Trace Olsen Duke returning the anticipated kickoff. Kick goes out of bounds. Yellow Jacket ball. Into number 5 pass on the stage, defensive play for the Cardinals. Number 10, Dalton Davenant.
He's got to work through. There's nothing torn. I guess you could say tweaked is a good way to describe it.
Well, it just got tweaked again.
It did, and he's going to go to the injury team. We'll check down with Pete in just a moment. Jackets face 2nd down and 1 after that 9-yard pass completion to Kyson Lucane.
Another balloon.
2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Man in motion, that's going to be Alleman. He's going to give it. Boy, is he running with some pop. He ran into a couple of linebackers and said, move quickly.
That's a first down.
That's a Charles Holder first down, indeed.
Man.
That was one of his more entertaining runs of the year. By the way, he came into the game tonight with 2,050 career rushing yards. He is only the 18th Yellow Jacket in 115 years now of football to eclipse the 2,000-yard mark rushing. And he came in with 797 on the year, so he is moving towards 1,000. Here's Rhodes back through. Man, did he have... He had Alleman open on the little wheel, skinny wheel route, and he just threw it behind him.
Yeah, I don't know where the throw was, what it was, the reason he threw there. I don't know.
If he hit him, it's a foot race between Alleman and the linebacker on the outside.
But it was a double each corner, each inside corner, whatever you want to call them.
Gunnar Wilson was
they both blitzed.
Gunnar Wilson was in defense, and he would not have won that race. Second down and 10 after the Charles Holder first down a moment ago. Rhodes is back. He's going to throw. A little slip screen out in the flat. Ball is loose. Was it a turnover? No. They're going to rule it incomplete. As Melissa said, we've seen that slip screen. Matt Nally is begging for the football. Matt Nally is a great man. Very personable, very likable, and no one dislikes Matt Nally. And he is building a juggernaut down there in Collin County, no doubt about it. Went to the quarters the year before last, lost to the state champion Stephenville. Went to the quarters last year, lost to the state champion South Oak Cliff. Anybody want to bet whether they're going to make the quarters this year?
I think they'll be there.
Third down and 10 for the Yellow Jackets. We're going to come down for an injury update, two of them, in fact. Looking at Roman Henderson walking around on the sideline. This is going to be a delayed give. Alleman tripped over his own feet.
Yeah,
he is upset with himself.
He sure is.
Because he had a little bit of a hole. Don't think he was going to get the first down, but he was going to get something.
I've been watching him for 3 years now. I've never seen him do that. He's always positive, pretty much positive yards and pushes piles.
You know, they mark it back at the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but he didn't gain anything either. And Matty Ice is going to go back. Dangerous return game. They had an 81-yard kickoff return for a touchdown on the opening play of the game last week against Mesquite Poteet. Back deep is the guy that just lit the scoreboard up, Lincoln Dunn. Matty Ice standing at the 35, Dunn standing at his 21. Matty Ice, rugby-style kick, drifts left, boots it, short kick, takes a Denison roll, rolls across the 30, inside the 25, still going to the 20, and that's where it will stop at the 20-yard line, and so no return. And Melissa, the number one ranked team of the state, with a 7-0 lead, will go to work again. We are in the late stages of the first quarter, 3:42 remaining. The Yellow Jackets, they haven't had the start that they did a year ago when they actually grabbed the first quarter lead, but they had a 276-yard passing night last year from Josh K9 Kurtenbach. One of the better nights of the year, and he was slinging the rock around. The Yellow Jackets honestly got very little on the ground last year.
Oh my God!
Almost pick six. Almost pick six, and how it wasn't, I don't know. The ball was there, the defender was there, and I think he tripped as well. Is that Kelly? It is.
That's Kenyon. I don't know how. He's talking about it right now.
He is beside himself because I think he jumped the route, and he was literally a shoestring from going 12 yards to the house. Second down and 10. Two receivers right, two left. Ham back, throws. He's got his man. Slip screen out in the flat, and they will call him down. Yep. Throw was too low, and he is down after a yard, and that sets up third down and 9.
Huge play. Get him off the field right here. Hold him here. Third and 9.
Kelly, by the way, having a fantastic year in his senior year. Numbers just keep stacking up for him. You know, we talked about guys that have good nights from one week to the next, but the numbers prove it. He came in with 43 tackles on the season, 29 of those the solo variety. He nearly had his first interception of the year right there. Third down and 9. Ham with three receivers to the left. He's back, straight drop. Pressure comes backside. He's being chased. He's throwing on the run. Dropped, or it would have been a first down. He was being chased hard from behind by the linebacker, Lathan Bailey, I believe that was. No, it was not. That was, I'm looking. That was the Yellow Jacket defender that almost got him, and he let the ball go.
There he is, Cavante Haynes.
Yeah, Cavante Haynes. And he let the ball go quicker than he wanted to. Kelly nearly had a pick six. Now he stands back, and they're there. They got it, and he's going to get away.
No.
He's going to get away, and he will not get it. He will not get it. It was a bad low snap. The punter bobbled it. He was unsure of what to do. That is Horty Vasquez, rather. Check that. DK Abrams, rather. They've got 3 kickers and 2 punters. How about that? And he went for the first down. He had a lane. He's a fullback, so you would think he could have gotten there, but he missed it by a yard, and it will go over on downs. And the Jackets get a big break there as they will take over at the 26-yard line.
He's also a defensive tackle out there right now. He's 5'10", 270.
He is. He is. Yellow Jackets will come back out. We owe you an injury report. Michael Kennedy to the right.
This is where you usually go for the end zone. Try to have return the big play.
Yerkes is in the game to the left of Ty Rhodes. He's being motioned out of the backfield or switching sides. Rhodes has it. Back to pass on the play fake. Sets up. He's got Yerkes, and he overcooked it. No. He overcooked it, and Ty Rhodes had a touchdown if it was literally 6 inches back up the field.
It hit him right in the hands. You got to catch the football.
It hit him in the fingertip part of the hands.
Yeah, that was also Alleman, not Yerkes.
And there's an injured player down on the field. Speaking of that, let's go down to Pete Dion. Pete, game starting to slip by. We got a couple of injury updates. ER of Sherman. They provide great 24/7 care. You got any update on Roman Henderson and also Kyson Lucane?
Yes, Roman Henderson is here on the sideline. Has that look on his face like he got some news that he doesn't want to hear. And Mr. Lucane, I'm not sure because I have not been able to peek in there and kind of figure out what's going on. So.
All right. So Roman Henderson, that would be a big, huge loss. Hopefully they can get him back before next week's game at Princeton. And certainly before the home finale 2 weeks from tonight against Crandall. And that game is going to determine whether the Yellow Jackets play in the postseason or not, more than likely.
Run the play again. It was wide open twice now.
Receiver to the right, one to the left. This is going to be Alleman. He's going to get it. He's having left side, and they got him from behind. And Nigel Smith, the second, is not the only standout defensive lineman that they've got. Hayden Solomon, 6'3", 260, and a senior. He got him from behind and wrestled him down for a 3-yard loss to set up 3rd and 13.
Hayden's been right there over the center tonight, and he can run. He moves better than most running backs. He can run down that line, and that's what he did there. He pursued it and was able to get the tackle even on the left side.
Key moment here with 2 minutes and counting in the first quarter on YJTV at 93.1. 3rd down, 13. This is Rhodes, empty backfield. He's going to throw. Lofted it over the defender. The receiver got it, but he was grabbed immediately and held on for dear life. He got a yard. He needed 13. It sets up 4th and 12.
Well, you were on the 30 last time. Punched it. Now you're on the 28.
They're going to give Matty Ice a chance, and he certainly remembers Melissa. They're going to kick it. Can he kick it from this distance? I should say so. Ask Matt Nally. He called a timeout last year at the end of the first half and iced his way out of a missed field goal that then became a 46-yard doinker over the crossbar as time expired.
Well, this is 45.
The 5th longest kick in Denison High School history belongs to Matty Ice. Here is this one. He's going to boot it. It's got enough leg if it's true, but it is shanked. The hosel shank to the right side, and the kick is no good with 1:07 to go in. And the clock operator let 2 seconds run off the clock right there.
There's some more running. Another one just went off just then. I've never been down there. That setup, it is kind of touchy on the clock setup down there, but those guys have been running it for years.
1:04 after the 3-second inadvertent runoff.
Right.
If the officials had been paying attention, you would have heard a voice over the PA, please reset the game clock to 1:07. 1st down and 10. This is a handoff at a joke, and he's running straight ahead. Not much there. Yellow Jackets so far have had his number bottled up when he gets the call. It'll be a 2-yard, 3-yard gain, actually. He got more than I thought he did. 2nd and 7.
Yeah, that was a good push by their offensive line, but even a better fill-in spot by the linebackers. They're having a great game right now for the Yellow Jackets. They are filling well in the gaps, and to have Roman out, that hurts, but they're still doing okay with the backup.
Ellis Pham, back or in the game. They had the line crowded. Jokin right up the middle. Broke the line of scrimmage, nearly broke it to the house, but he's tackled short of the first. It's going to be 3rd down and 2.
Latham Bailey took his legs out, and Kenyon Kelly helped push him on down in the pile.
Jacoby D. Horney there on the right edge. This is 3rd down and short. Jokin stopped initially. Second surge got it by a step.
Goodness.
They hit him in the backfield. He's just big and strong and powerful. 6 foot. They list him at 185. I'm not sure that he's not a few pounds heavier than that. New set of downs for Charles Holder. And there's a timeout called by Denison with 13 seconds remaining. We'll join him back in a moment. 7-0 Melissa. We're near the end of the first. The #1 team of the state. Well, so far the Yellow Jackets hanging in there. We're back after this on YJTV in 93.1.
And you click.
And we're back. First down and 10, 13 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Lynn Burkhead, Lance Sam Millen, Kyle Ewer, and Pete Dion with you on 93.1 FM KMKT. You're home for a quarter century now. Yellow Jacket football on the radio and YJTV. This is a throw over the middle. It's caught. What a stick.
God.
But the catch is made, and there's a late flag, and that is, I don't like that one.
That's terrible if that's what he's fixing to call.
Yeah, in college, that would have been what they would have called maybe a targeting call.
Unprotected, but I mean that he led with the shoulder.
And we
hit him right in the chest.
We've got the replay here on YJTV. We'll get to see it here in a moment.
We're going to have to talk about this because I don't.
Yeah,
I don't think
it was a late flag, by the way. And
they
wave it
off.
off.
There you go.
They're going to wave it off.
Too many boos.
Well, I think that was the right.
I did too.
The right decision.
And I think he mainly just got him with the shoulder. He just kind of stopped.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. He did.
5 seconds.
2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. 5 seconds. Last play of the
gosh,
first quarter.
wide
Ham
open.
is back, throwing the post down the field for Dunn. Caught in stride, and he scores as time expires on the first-second clock. There was a mix-up in passing from one defender to the next on the coverage, and they fooled him. They got him to make. The safety thought the corner had him coming out of the break, and he did not. And when he got by the safety, it was all over if Ham could put it on the money, and he did. And Lincoln Dunn has his second touchdown of the evening. They're in the swinging gate formation. No time on the clock. That one hurts.
That one hurts a lot. Goodness.
And they will line up, and they will kick the PAT. It will be one of the other kickers. This is Jordy Vasquez into the game for the PAT. He is 2 of 2 on the year, and he will kick that one, and it is up, and it is good. We've expired one, and it expired with an explosive play. Melissa breaks the game open a little bit, 14-0 as we head to the second. Back in a moment on YJTV at 93.1. And we come back to Munson Stadium, pink out night. Lynn Burkhead and the gang. That would be Lance Sandmillan, Kyle Ewer up in the booth, Peter Dion, down on the field, give you some updates from around the district. Lovejoy, well, they're struggling with Crandall, 27-0 early in the second, beginning of the second. Princeton, they've been struggling all year. Terrell is up 7-0 as they begin the second quarter, and our score here 14-0. And Mesquite Poteet, they're 0-6 against the Greenville Lions. Greenville leading 7-3. That one also beginning the second quarter. Our score 14-0. First United Bank kick. This is another one of those short pooches. It's going to be taken by Trace Olson up the field, across the 35, near the 38 or 39, and then wrestled down. And then there should be a flag right there. Where in the world is the flag right there? It was like, if you've ever been to the rodeo and the cowboy lassos the calf running out of the chute, jumps down off the horse and grabs the calf and body slams it down, that's what we just saw.
Yeah, I don't know who got welcome to the turf there and why, because the play was, I don't know if you hear the whistle, but it sure looked like play had stopped.
It did. That's the most egregious part of that, is it appeared to be after the play. I mean, the hit, that may not have been anything wrong, but everybody else was starting to walk. The tackling had ended. How about that? First down and 10.
Figure out a way to get points on the board here.
Do indeed. Receiver to the right, two to the left. They're moving right to left on the radio dial. South end zone to the north. Alleman in the slot. He'll now move to the backfield. Here's Ty Rhodes. He's going to, we got a stoppage in play, and I believe that's going to be a false start.
Yeah, we can't have that. They're already having struggle, moving the chains at 10 yards, and now you're at 15.
One of my good longtime friends that played under the legendary Marty Criswell just texted me, and he said, that player you talked about that didn't make the trade-off, he's now part of and I quote, an intense conversation on the sideline with his position coach.
Oh.
My friend had a few of those conversations too. We all did when we played ball. Everybody that played football understands those intense conversations. First down and 15, handoff Jack Alleman. Looked like for a moment there was something there, but it disappeared in a New York minute. How long is it's a New York second. How long is a New York second, by the way?
Well, I don't know. I thought it was a New York minute.
It's a minute. You
It's
got
a
it right.
minute. You're good.
Yeah.
At any rate, as the buffoonery gets rained down on by guys making fun of Lynn.
Well, it's kind of like between the.
I mean, all three of you gang up on me. How about that? All right. Second down and 14. It was a short game. How about that? Pete, that lifetime contract's hanging in the balance, buddy.
I was on your side there.
Michael Kennedy's got it on the slip screen, tried to go outside. That has got to be a penalty. Are you kidding me?
Man, wiped out somebody there.
Wiped out the player on the sideline and wiped out a cheerleader right there. It wasn't on the white. It wasn't even on the green. It was near the yellow stripe, wasn't it?
Yeah, it wasn't a big hit. It was a big shove. And it just makes your momentum nearly go over here to the wall.
Well, it knocked somebody flat to the turf.
They took one of the photographers out.
It was a photographer. It was not. It may have been one of the YJTV crew.
That's who it is.
Pete got out of the way.
Yeah, Pete, you're pretty nimble down there, I see.
Cat-like reflexes.
Third down and long. Here's Rhodes back. He's flushed out of the pocket, running. Here comes the heat. Backside, got his man caught, but Crowley goes out of bounds because the throw was hard out. It was an out route to the sideline, and he couldn't tiptoe his way back around. And it's going to be punting time for Matty Ice. So not going the way the Yellow Jackets had hoped, but it probably is going the way that the Cardinals had hoped. Ranked number 1 in the state, and honestly, at this point, so far, no one really has challenged them, and they really do look like the best team in the state. Matty Ice standing at the 20. Lincoln Dunn, guess who? Standing at the 38. Rugby style kick, they're coming after him. He's got to do a fair catch called for and made by Lincoln Dunn. I was about to say he's got to do a better job of acting right there. When they go rushing by you right there, you've got to go down and reach for your ham or something.
Yeah.
He needs to be in some of the acting classes that your daughter was a part of.
A lot of that goes on over
there.
That's true.
Soccer players have been able to kind of pull that stuff too, a little bit.
Yeah.
Pete, we got to come down to you, man. This game is starting to slip away. You got a whole list of things to talk about. We're coming right after this play. 14-0, Melissa in the lead early in the second. second quarter, that is. Yellow Jackets digging their heels in, minus a few key members, and Atajokin rolling over a Yellow Jacket. Well, that was some yards after contact.
They just give yourself up right there. I think it was Kenyon again.
Pete, tell us about Melissa and how it got its name.
Oh boy, let me find my page here. So there's a little bit of controversy about that.
All right, we'll come back right after this. Trevor Hand says, not now, Pete. Hand back, play fake, sets up, throwing the hammer throw down the sideline, over the shoulder, out of bounds, flag that may be offensive pass interference.
Yeah.
Brent Whitson is there, and
it is.
That's what it's going to be.
Nice.
You called it earlier.
He did it earlier.
And it was Lincoln Dunn that did it earlier. That is the other one, Carson Maynard, and he is 6'4", 210.
I catch balls all day long if I'm 6'4" and can shove off a 5'10" guy.
If you ever did the hand shiver drill on the machine on the practice field, that's what we just saw.
Yeah.
And Maynard's like, oh, man.
It's like 50, though. I don't know if that's going to work.
What?
Yeah.
All right, we're digressing here. I'm older than 50.
Down right now.
He'd have an opportunity to catch it if he shoved off. I think that's what he meant.
But he would tear both ACLs in the process.
Guys, you don't understand what type of athlete I am. Goodness.
You're a legend in your own
Kyle's
mind.
got it on film. He used to have it on film.
All right, here we go.
I survived the
second
major
down and
fall.
forever. This is Atajokin, big hole, up the middle, runs over a linebacker, and then stopped as that linebacker held on and tackled him. Boy, he is a load to bring down. He is not much of a, he's not Jadarian Price. How about that? He doesn't have that burst of speed, but he just likes playing Jack Oliman.
Kelly is all kinds of banged up already this first quarter.
They're big, physical, including the running back Atajokin. Fake to him, hand back, pressure. Here comes the heat. He's flushed out of the pocket, throwing it away. That was out, and they tackled him. Is there going to be a flag? There could have been a flag. There could have been, and Matt Nally is holding his hands up like, you have got to be kidding me. And I'm going to be honest, you can't tackle the quarterback 15 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Not when he let the ball go, but they got away with it.
He did get away with it.
Would you have thrown the flag right there?
Well, it was a nice shot.
I guess if I'd have been over there by it, that ref didn't bother to run across the field.
So they're going to punt.
Kelly's banged up a little bit. He's going to go ahead and get it to the return spot. I hope he's setting him up a little possum here.
Yeah, I hope so. He's standing at the 32.
What, now we're going to talk about the late kid?
Yeah, they are.
I hope not.
Surely not.
I mean, I'm telling you, when I looked up and saw the quarterback playing spread eagle on the ground.
You can't talk about the late hit. There's no flag.
Yeah, there was no flag. So, I'm not sure what conversation they're having, but now.
I think that's what the referee said. We can't call it now.
We
There's
can't
no
call
flag.
it now. Maybe it was, but we can't do it now. So, DK Abrams standing at his 27. Flag on the play. They're coming. They got him. There's the acting class.
Goodness.
Well, we've got two flags, gentlemen.
Yep.
One is roughing the passer.
I hope proceed.
Or roughing the kicker.
I believe we were offsides. And if that is the case, then the play will be a do-over. That wasn't even close. The Yellow Jackets just clobbered him.
They did. Oh, my.
Long zebra discussion at the 26-yard line.
A long, heated discussion down here with Wallace and the defense.
Yeah.
Wow.
Brent Whitson is also having a little bit of heat, right? He's actually calling Todd Wallace over. And let's sort this now. It's going to be a procedure penalty against them. Personal foul, roughing the kicker against us.
Offset.
Penalties, offset, replay the down.
Fortunate there.
Yep.
Boy, indeed.
I don't even think
you know the guy that got the worst into that? DK Abrams.
he
got clobbered and got nothing for it.
That's right. Put on the big show, too.
Did you hear the remark? There's the acting class right there.
Right.
He did get hit, but he definitely embellished it.
Yeah.
And the Academy Award goes to.
We have to do that at the end of the game.
No, do not misunderstand me. He did get rough. There was no question about
him
getting rough.
The Yellow Jackets were not even really coming after the football and got there. So if they put on a punt block here, Got a good chance to get this thing clean.
So, PK Abrams is shaking the confidence out of his helmet, and he will retreat to the 16. Kenyon Kelly at the 29. No rush this time, and he's going to bang it. Kelly is back. He's got it. It hit him. Hit him, and it is Melissa football. The senior was caught in no man's land right there. And he is beside himself, distraught with what he knows he just did. Well, he was trying to decide, he wanted a return.
Right.
And
they called the return. They're setting it up for me. I got to get this football.
But it bounced right in front of him, took a hard hop forward, and grazed him. Yeah. And he knew it, and everybody else did. And Melissa pounced on it at the 27. And they're back in business with 9:06 to go. First down and 10 for the Cardinals. Trevor Ham was up under center. Now he will back. They'll go into the pistol look here with two running backs to his right. It's going to be Adejokin getting it, weaving his way forward. Tackled, but not before he got 5, maybe 6.
Bailey, big hit. Well, Bailey's having a good ball game already. He's starting to stack up the tackles. Kenyon Kelly as well. Kenyon's getting involved also on the pass plays. He better get involved here, maybe get this interception to make up for that.
2 receivers left, 1, 2 to the right. They're trying to set the screen up. Almost house call on the tip, pick 6. They couldn't quite get there, but 2 Yellow Jackets read it perfectly. I'm trying to see, one of those was Jacoby D. Horney. I'm not sure he's the one that tipped it up in the air.
He's not. I'll get you just a minute. And it was, where is he?
3rd down, by the way, and this is Ham. He's going to sling it out. That's a lateral. It's a double pass to the end zone. Wide open, caught, touchdown.
Wow, wide open. Everybody bit on it. 29 soon knocked down the pass. I'm not finding the. Let's go to the.
Well, they caught the Yellow Jackets napping. It was a
Hayne again.
It was a backwards pass that bounced right to the receiver, and as soon as it did, and I saw his reaction, I went, "Oh no!" And I looked downfield, and guess who? Lincoln Dunn has his 3rd pass reception for a TD of the night. That was the easiest one yet.
Yeah,
there is a penalty that was called, but it is going to be assessed after the PAT. They're going to go for, they're going for 2 in the swinging gate, and they're not going to get it. Trevor Ham was introduced to the Munson Stadium turf in a bit of rude fashion, and if the folks in the red and white are a little bit upset it was not Trevor Ham, it was Carson Maynard, they might be upset. Well, you're going to run the ball, you're going to get hit. And he did, and the 2-point try is no good, and it's 20-0. Now, there apparently is a couple of fouls, maybe.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they're trying to call.
Not sure what's going on. Brent Whitson is.
Pete, you got anything?
Not happy? No, I don't. I'm way down on the other end. But
now Matt
sure
Nally
talking a lot tonight.
They are. Matt Nally now getting an explanation near the hash mark across the field at the 20. Brent Whitson's getting an explanation. Just really not sure what's fixing to happen here. They are retreating to the sideline. We're going to take a 30-second timeout. We're back with more on 93.1 and YJTV, and maybe we'll know then when we come back. And we're back. Pete Dion, Melissa, its name, go.
Yes, so of course it's a railroad town, right? So it's either named after the daughter of a railroad executive, which is George Quinlan of the Houston Texas Central Railroad, or it was named after another railroad executive, C.P. Huntington. So pick your Melissa.
Railroad in North Texas, who ever heard of such, huh? Right?
Right.
As we broadcast on 93.1 KD Country. Here we go with the First United Bank kick. Vasquez is going to drill it Going to be taken by the up man. That is going to be Trace Olson. 50, 45, Olson in a foot race. He's 30, wrestled out of bounds on the boundary at the 25, and it's first down, Denison, after the sophomore says, I'm tired of this. Let's go.
That's a great run by him down the sideline. Some great blocking, too, because they kicked it to where they wanted to kick it to do their coverage. And the blocks were picked up by the Yellow Jackets. Got to go get points. 20-0, get the 7 on the board.
I'm telling you what, he is already a good, maybe even borderline great player as a sophomore. Can you imagine how good he's going to be when he gets out of here? He said, give me the ball, and like I like to say, get out of my way. He ran with authority and vision right there, and he gave the Yellow Jackets an opportunity as Alleman and Rhodes trot out the ball at the 26, 20-0. Melissa in the lead in the second quarter. This is Rhodes, snaps his hands together. He's going to run the option, turns it on the zone read, up the middle, 10, 5, stick it in the end zone. Welcome back, Ty Rhodes, touchdown Denison, as the Yellow Jackets get on the board and cut the lead thanks to a huge kick return and a read option play by Ty Rhodes, and it was 25 yards to pay dirt.
Yeah, what a great cut by him to cut up the field. Then it was nothing but a foot race, and Rhodes outran him. He outran him to the end zone. That's a great play.
Indeed, indeed. Here's the PAT attempt. Kick by Matty Ice. It's on top of the roof, downtown Denison, and call it good. 8:15 to go. 20-7 our score. Jackets not done yet. We're back in a moment on 93.1 and YJ-TV for more Denison Yellow Jacket football.
It's not so hard.
Well, that was not one of my better touchdown calls of the year. I thought he was going to toss it to Jack Alleman, and Jack Alleman had, if he could have gotten to the edge, was going to go for a while himself, but Ty Rhodes made the right decision on that zone read option. And boy, did he house call it right there. Congratulations to Mr. Rhodes, and welcome back. What was that song back in the day? Welcome back, Cotter. How about an onside kick? Nope. First United Bank kick. It's going to be spun to the 24, taken by an up man. Almost a face mask right there, not quite. And a return man to the 39. Still some extracurricular activity. Late flag going in.
30 just
Lots. There's almost about to be a brawl if they don't get that young man out of there.
They need to remember his number. 30 just
Connor Betts
threw the punch.
He threw the sucker punch, and we'll see if they caught it. The official, he didn't even throw the flag in the air. He threw it down hard to the ground when he saw it. And another zebra convention.
Yeah, they do talk about it. It's not like one guy comes over and says, here's what I got. They all come in.
The F&I Pond referee introduction.
Here we go.
And it's Bert Jones, the referee. Personal foul against Melissa.
Oh,
and it'll be a first down, but they're going to march it back 15 yards. Bert Jones, the referee. Appreciate all of our friends, including F&I Pond, on the, I want to call it the zebra introduction, but I don't guess that's what it is. How about a scoring drive recap?
In the second quarter, 8:15 on the clock, 5 seconds ran off the clock. One play, 25-yard touchdown run by Ty Rhodes. Jackets put 7 points on the board. Melissa's 20.
That is your scoring drive recap, brought to you each week by Bradshaw Coons. Bradshaw Coons, a personal injury law firm fighting for the rights of the injured. And Pete, we neglected to give the Airview AC game time temp. So how about the middle of the game airtime temp, Airview AC airtime temp? This is going to be Adejoken out of the Wildcat. He's going to get a couple of yards. What's the temp, bud?
It is a tick under 70 degrees right now, gentlemen. I got 68.
I like it. I like it. Tonight's in-game temp brought to you by Airview AC. Score a great deal. Buy one and get one free. Only pay for what you need on the outside unit. Get the inside stuff free. Go to airviewac.com for full details. This is going to be a throw to the sideline. Carson Maynard, first down. Carson Maynard is some kind of receiver. And he has got a decision to make at some point in time with several offers. Actually, he doesn't. He's going to Sam Houston. I forgot. He's the one that's already made his decision. Handoff, Adderjokin running to the left side. He's got the first down on 3rd and short, then some to the 39. And with 7:30 and counting in the first half of play, 20-7, Melissa in the lead and on the move, looking for more.
Yeah, I thought they moved the chains the last down. Now they just now fresh set of downs.
Jackets playing 3-man front here. This is going to be Adderjokin runs through that front. He's going to be wrestled down, but not before he got 8 yards. And the 3-man front is good against the pass sometimes, but it can be a little difficult against the run sometimes.
How difficult is it against that line? Those guys
Are you saying they're big?
They're starting to wear on them.
Yeah, they are. They're leaning on them hard. 2nd down and short, and we'll give you their dimensions here momentarily again, because they're just they're eye-popping. They are eye-popping and then some. And when your receivers are 6'3" and 190, 6'4" and 195, and they're kind of tiny compared to those linemen, that was Ham riding hard, Adderjokin to the line, and boy, that could have been. There was some frustration right there from Kenyon Kelly. He rode Adderjokin hard to the turf. Actually, that was Connor Betts.
Yeah, that's the one who
and he rode him hard to the turf and kind of finished him off with the calf toss himself. And the official thought about reaching, but didn't. And it's going to be 3rd down and short.
This huge play, if they can hold it here.
4-down territory for the Melissa Cardinals
At
and
the
Matt
50?
Nally. You got to believe it.
Okay.
They're #1 in the state and looking for a state title. This is going to be Ham. He's going to hand it off Adderjokin. He didn't get it. In fact, he didn't get anything, might have lost something. What kind of power penetration by that defensive line?
They need to step a yard off, but the official has it on the side.
Yeah, he definitely got tackled behind the line of scrimmage, and they will apparently punt. And I use that apparently because lately I'm never sure what a punt means. I saw a fake last week on Friday night. I saw a fake last week on Saturday.
Look at their setup.
And Ham is still in the game, by the way. No, he's not. That is Maynard.
I think they got some other athletic guys.
They're going for it. They're going up under center. They're going up under center. 4th down and 2.
Get in there, Dad.
That is motion. There it is. There it is. The coaching staff for Denison erupted on the sidelines and did you not see that?
So did Lynn Burkhead.
I mean, it was like what's his name? Are you not entertained?
Yeah, it was there. That's huge. It is.
They set, and then 2 guys on the right side took a step forward, and that is an absolute not allowed. And the official said, you know what, Mr. Burkhead? I agree with you. Bert Jones, the official, out of our F&I Pawn referee introduction, he said, you're right. Finally, you're right. So Kenyon Kelly, can he atone for his earlier mistake with a house call of his own?
Telling me it's not a risk. They got a roughing the kicker. They probably could have gone, and they dodged it, and then they get the fumble on a return man. So.
D.K. Abrams is a nose tackle, and he is their punter. Man, he is a big dude.
That's a line
drive. A line drive, and it's going to bounce, and Kenyon Kelly says, no, I've seen this before.
Get back. Oh! Goodness.
Well, that's going to be a film study.
Look at that.
That is going to be a film study. I don't know any way to say it. It's going to be a chew-out tomorrow morning.
Get away.
There was a Yellow Jacket player there. Kenyon Kelly said, nope, Ben Byrne not doing that again. Another player said, what'd you do?
Yeah, what are you doing?
There were 2 Melissa Cardinals right there around the ball. It was kind of rocking around on the field, and somebody just reached down in the middle of everybody and picked it up.
Do you know who the somebody is? You're just not
no,
saying
and I'm not going to say.
Oh.
No, because I guarantee you the coaches tomorrow will say in film study.
Okay.
Wow. Man, that was nearly disaster part 2. 4:58 to go in the first half. 2 receivers stacked to the right, 1 to the left. Play fake to Alleman. This is a fade down the sideline. Thomas Rendon was there, but could not catch up to it. It was right on the boundary. Don't know that he could have hauled it inbounds anyway. It was just a go route down the sideline. And the defender actually played Thomas Rendon pretty good right there.
A great ball by Ty there because Rendon actually led up about a step and a half and then realized he needed to pick it back up.
He just couldn't get there in time.
Yeah,
That's all it was.
Yeah. If he stays full stride, Will Rhodes, I think, had it on the money.
It was what they call a 50-50 ball. Jared Potasek was in coverage for Melissa. Sets up second down and 10, 4:52 to go in the first half. Cooper Rogers flips from the left to the right side. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Rhodes is back. He's going to do it again. This is going to be Rendon, and he couldn't catch up, and the reason he couldn't catch up, Potasek is giving him just enough interference at the line.
Yeah,
he's bumping him and riding him, and he's not letting him get into the route. And he's not doing anything he can't do.
Well, that wasn't as good a ball because it was going to go out of bounds no matter what you do. It was already, the angle was not good.
So Rendon will go back to this near side. They're moving right to left on the dial. 2 receivers stacked short right. Olivan in the backfield. It's been a while since we've heard his name. Rhodes long snap count has it. Straight drop.
Look
here.
out.
They're setting the screen up.
Look
Olivan's
out.
got it. Sidesteps
get
the
out
guy.
of there.
35. Olivan 30 or 40. 45 and down at the 46. Move the sticks for Charles Holder. It is a first down call and nearly the house call for 33.
Yeah, he just about woke up that whole Melissa crowd there because he tackled one man away from scoring.
2 receivers right, 1 left. Olivan on the give, weaving up the middle, then to the left. Tackled after a 2, maybe a 3-yard gain. Second down and long coming up. Peter D., we got to come down to you, my friend. History of Melissa. Go.
Okay, so they were actually part of that Peters colony, which was just a huge swamp area down here for 26 counties.
All right, we'll come back as the Yellow Jackets are going. Hurry up.
Never mind. Now they reset.
Now they back up. They don't want to hear the history. They don't want to hear the Melissa history lesson. Yeah. Hang on, Pete. We're coming. YJTV 93.1, Lynn Burkhead and the gang. That's Lance, Kyle, and Pete. Appreciate you spending your Friday evening with us. 2 receivers right. Thomas Rendon wide left. Fake to Olivan. This is Rhodes up the middle. Grab from behind. He got a yard, maybe a yard and a half. That's it. Third down, about 5 coming up. Pete.
So the railroad came through, like always, and all the people that were there in Highland moved over. And then, hey, we're Melissa now. So we had a flour mill and a couple cotton gins, and they were shipping like 3,000 bales of cotton every year. So it became a stop on the interurban, the Texas Electric Railway, too, between Dallas and Denison in 1908. And so that became a center for farmers.
All right, third down and 5. Key down here. Olivan to the right of Rhodes. The ball on the 50. The 45's the line to gain. Read option. Rhodes breaks a tackle, then another. He got it. And then a yard, then 2. Still going. How about 3? How about 4? Ty Rhodes. There's a late hit and a flag that's going to go against Melissa.
What is that? What is going on?
The defender just absolutely leveled the Yellow Jacket out there, and the flag was thrown immediately.
Not Ty, but that was oh my goodness. I'm shocked it happened. I mean, it was after the play was over.
It was so far after the play was over that it's shocking.
They took Crowley out.
It's Christian Turner.
He's okay.
Christian Turner had a block punt against Terrell a couple of weeks ago. He's getting an earful from his position coach right now. Matt Nally trying to explain that his player was not the first one to do something right there. Personal foul, and they're going to mark it 15 yards down the field. A touchdown here with 3 minutes to go in the first half, and the Yellow Jackets would cut it to a 1-score game. Huge, huge developments here in the late first half on YJTV and 93.1 FM KMKT. We'll go down and let Pete finish the Melissa history lesson after the Yellow Jackets have a chance to get on the board. Thomas Rendon left, Kennedy to the right, along with, not sure who that is. That is going to be Crowley. And Olivan to the right of Ty Rhodes, the quarterback. Here's Rhodes back, sets up, fade down the sideline. That's going for Rendon. He leaped up in the air. It went off his fingertips. There's no flag for pass interference. It was close. Probably wouldn't have thrown it, but it was close.
I like it.
It was a good throw. It was a good route by Rendon. It was, again, a 50-50 ball.
Well, they're setting them up here. I think Olivan's just right there.
Olivan, or how about the 2 guys off to the right side, including Michael Kennedy. Kennedy had a big night a week ago and a big night 2 weeks ago against Lovejoy. Stacked receivers to the right, including Kennedy. Rendon to the left. This is going to be a flag. It's going to be a false start against the Yellow Jackets. No, delay of game. No,
that's a false start.
Yeah, it could be. He signaled delay of game, but I looked at the clock. There's 13 seconds left. There's no way that could be a delay of game. We have one of Denison's finest in the booth. Every town, I've said this for years, needs a Robert Crawley. Every town in America needs Otis Looper. We're going to talk to Otis. He makes Denison a great place to live, and Denison High School an even better place to go to school. We're going to talk to Otis here in just a minute, one of my favorite all-time people in this town. Jackets backed up, 2nd and 15. They're going to have to call a timeout. We're going to keep it right here. Pete, we're going to give you a chance to finish your history lesson, Pete.
It's not worries. I mean, it's a short news. That's my problem, right? So, just before 1920, these people were fancy back then. They had electric lights. They had a telephone exchange. They had paved roads. I mean, it was a big deal down there.
Hey,
so,
you mentioned the interurban. By the way, did you know that
Embrace new technologies to better serve our region. We're recognized as a center of excellence in heart care.
Orthopedic surgery, weight loss surgery, breast imaging, wound care, and behavioral health. Texoma Medical Center, redefining healthcare. Learn more at texomamedicalcenter.net.
the post office and the railway station were wrecked.
Yeah, and it killed several people as well. One of the worst early tornadoes of the 20th century in North Texas. We'll come back to Pete in a moment. 2nd and 15, 2 receivers to the left this time, 1 to the right. That's Kennedy. Here's Rhodes back. He wants to throw. Flush to the right side.
Oh, there he is.
He's got his man. Caught at the 15, 10, 5. Stick it in the end zone. Put it on the scoreboard. Michael Kennedy of the house call.
That's Mr. Alleman, I believe.
It was, you're right, Alleman on the wheel route. Kennedy was over there to the right. He drove the defender off and allowed Alleman the clear lane. That's the call. And sorry, Jack Alleman, for messing that one up. But what a block, what a throw, what a call. And the Jackets are back to within 1 score as Matty Ice hits Main Street. And the Yellow Jackets, with 2:22 to go in the first half, trimmed the Melissa lead to 20-14. We're going to send it away. We're back in a moment on 93.1. Do you dare think onside for the lead? Why not? We're back in a moment on YJTV at 93.1. 20-14, Jackets getting back in it. See you in a bit. Like the music, like the scoreboard, Jackets are climbing back into it, 20-14, 6 points away on the First United Bank kick. The #1 ranked team in the state scratching their heads, going, how do they keep doing this to us?
Big pooch.
This is going to be the First United Bank kick. It's going to bounce, and it's going to be taken.
Oh.
And that was a mistake by the
no, he caught it out of bounds.
Well, so Christian Turner, the one that got flagged a minute ago,
never mind.
He caught it out of bounds, and that kept it from being a penalty, I believe.
No, they threw.
They did throw the penalty.
Yeah.
So he was standing on the turf when he caught it. If he had been in the air when he caught it,
right,
then I believe that would have been a possession at that point, and the flag would not have been thrown. But it will be walked off against the Yellow Jackets. How about some numbers, Kyle?
Yeah, your scoring drive recap.
Brought to you by Bradshaw Coons, by the way.
In the second quarter, time on the clock was 2:22. 2:36 ran off the clock. 9 plays, 74 yards. Capped off there by a 29-yard pass from Rhodes to Alleman. And the Jackets make it 14-20.
That scoring drive recap brought to you by Bradshaw Coons, personal injury law firm fighting for the rights of the injured. First down for Trevor Ham and Adejokin in the backfield. Lincoln Dunn across the formation in motion. This is a handoff. Adejokin, big hole, look out, 40, 45, lowered his shoulder. He was looking for contact right there, and he found it, but not before he plowed his way, and I mean plowed his way, to the 47-yard line and a Charles Holder Insurance first down. Clock will run. The sticks have moved. Throw to Lincoln Dunn in the slot position. Spun out of it. And he will be tackled short of the first down by a step, but not much. Second down and less than one.
Got a man down over here on the side. Two men.
Kenyon Kelly.
Two Jackets are down.
It's been a disastrous night for the Jackets on the injury front already.
Well, Kenyon has been.
And Jacoby Dehorny. That is not good right there. Being helped off the field. Now shaking it off, walking on his own power. Jackets already missing Grant Yerkes, already missing Roman Henderson.
Cavante Hain limping off. Cavante's been having some great plays. He needs to shake whatever that is off and get back in.
You know, I say this a lot, and I don't know that there's ever been a more appropriate time to say it. I'll come back to it in a minute. Second down, less than one. Two receivers stacked to the right side. One to the left. That's Maynard. This is going to be Ham back, looking Maynard's way. Throws, caught. First down and more. Driven hard out of bounds. That was close to being a little bit too much over there, and I believe the Yellow Jacket got stumped on by the wide receiver as he got up.
Man, it's Olsen over there. I don't know.
First down for Charles Holder. Ham back. Here comes the hit. They missed him. They're coming for him again. Throw underneath to the tight end. Hit in the midsection and dropped, but not before he got the first down. Ham is not the greatest runner in the world, but he is elusive, and he certainly sidestepped a big, huge sack right there on the stunt.
Is there a flag on the play or not? There it is. Okay, holding.
All right. So we're going to come down to in a minute. We're going to talk about the new digs down in Melissa. I was kind of hoping that the Yellow Jackets might be able to play there, but maybe not. Have to see how realignment goes.
The Yellow Jackets have more subs in than I've ever seen them have to
well,
have.
half of their starters are in the injury tent right now.
They're all. And here it is with a minute 36 down 20-14, and they need to stop.
Yeah, they do, because Melissa will get the ball to begin the second half of play. 1:36 remaining until the break. 20-14 as the Jackets have clawed their way back into it.
An eligible man downfield is what the call was.
Now Brett Whitson
wants to loss it down.
That's it. He wants to loss it down.
They're not.
So they will.
They're not doing that.
They're not doing that. They're marking the 5 off. First and 15.
There it is. Yeah, first and 15.
They'll send two receivers, including Lincoln Dunn and Carson Maynard, to the right side. To the left side is going to be Jacob Nye, 6'4", 205 receiver on the right side. 6'4", 195 on the left side. 6'1" guy, the little guy coming in motion. Ham fakes it, throws it down the sideline.
Look at that push off.
That was a push off and then some, but Maynard is going to get away with it.
They do it every time.
And he is going to get the first and goal to the 5-yard line. There's no question about that push off. Now, whether it was egregious enough to draw the flag, maybe that's debatable, but he definitely pushed off.
When you're 6'5" against 5'8", it's egregious.
First and goal from the 5. This is going to be Ham. He tried to give it to Adejokin, who didn't want it.
Yeah, they almost messed up.
And they almost fumbled, and Ham goes down for a no-gainer. Sets up second and goal from the 4-yard line. Clock running. 1 minute and 3 seconds to go in the first half. Here on YJTV and 93.1, Lynn Burkhead, Lance, Kyle, and Pete with you. Inside of a minute, can the Jackets dig their heels in and hold? Handoff Adejokin? No. He is going to get to the end zone and then some. And it is a 2-score advantage again for the Melissa Cardinals, ranked number 1 in the state of Texas.
They're chasing that point. We'll see if they go for 2 again.
Yeah, I noticed in their box scores they've done that several times, chased the points. And we're going to keep it right here. We're so close to the intermission. Pete, How about a new stadium, new digs for the Melissa Cardinals?
Yeah, so when we were giving the Melissa story, we talked about the tornado, and then 7 years later, all their whole town burns down to the ground. So people started moving out.
So you're saying that I don't? Did any of these things happen on Friday the 13th?
No.
Okay.
Now the tornado was April 13th, but I don't think that was a Friday. I'd have to look up the Google on that. But so fast forward to 2021, and there's enough people there, and they say, "Hey, how about we pass a $400 million bond?" And so 80% of the people said, we're all for it. So, of course, about $35 million of that went to the new stadium they got down there, which holds like double the size of their city. I mean, it holds 10,000 people.
Yeah, the old one was Cardinal Field, held 3,175. The new one that opened this season, Kenny Deal Football Stadium, seats 10,000 plus, cost $35 million. It went viral around the country, just so plush and lavish. And it is quite the showplace. By the way, the Melissa population, we're going to give you those numbers here in a minute to show you why they're able to pass those kind of bond issues. They're going for two. Ham is in the shotgun, Jokin behind him. They'll flip the receivers from the left to the right. On the this is the touch, the 2-point try, throwing it back, and it's no good. They keep chasing the points, and they keep giving a few away. And with 48 seconds to go in the first half, 26-14, we'll take a break. We're back on YJTV at 93.1 right after this.
And you're clear.
Funny story being told by Lance. You want to tell that for everybody to hear?
I was talking.
Lance always tells funny stories.
I was talking to Charlie.
Yeah, if you ever hear us laughing coming back from the break, it's because the guy to my left and the guy to Kyle's right, he's on the verge of getting us in trouble.
No.
And he's the principal.
Yeah. The alternative school principal here in Denison, as Dr. Scott said, takes one to know one or something like that.
First United Bank kick, another one of those sky-high pooches.
Oh.
And it's taken by the Yellow Jacket up man over there. I don't believe that was Olsen this time, but he said, not scared of that.
I was asking Charlie Means down there at the Chili Run before we came up here, and I said, Charlie, why can't we, what's going on there? Just down the road, and these guys are 6'4", 6'7", 6'5", 6'6" people out there. So they have more people over 6'4" than I've ever seen. And he said, well, there's a movie all about it.
I think they've got more people over 6'4" on their offensive line than Denison High School has.
Right, walking the halls.
In the hallway.
And I said, he said, there's a movie. And he goes, yeah, there's a whole movie about it. And I just looked at him, and he goes, if they build it, if you build it, they will come.
You know, that's actually not right.
Yeah, go ahead.
There was a big deal the other day, and I always got it just like Charlie. That line actually says if you build it, he will come.
He will come.
Ray's dad.
Right.
What an iconic movie that is. I may need to go watch that after
He's
this
talking
tonight.
about that 30.
Rhodes. Oh, my, did that have the potential for being a big play as he hit Alleman, but it bounced off the shoulder pads. They were trying to get the wheel route going to the sideline, and he had a block.
The wheel route. It was like a full sweep coming over here with those blockers he had ready. That'd been a great play if we could have hauled it in.
My goodness, did he have a block on the edge from Michael Kennedy.
If you guys ever find yourself in Dyersville, Iowa, highly recommend going to that place. It's pretty cool. Been there.
Yeah, I thought the
Pete,
coolest.
You've been everywhere.
Yeah, you really have.
Yes, you have.
Coolest thing in the world was the Major League Baseball game there 2 or 3 years ago. That was phenomenal. This is going to be a throw. Michael Kennedy, slip screen, finds his way forward for 2-3 yards. 2nd and 10 is going to turn into 3rd down and 7. Mention the population of Princeton. How about this? At the turn of this century,
can't give it back.
1,350 in Melissa. 2010 census, 4,695. 2020 census, 13,901. And the current estimate in 2023, 18,100 and growing daily.
And they expect like 2,700 students by 2030.
Wow.
Yep. 3rd down, big, huge key play here. Jackets are going for the last play. Rhodes is back. Sets up, looking.
Look out.
And he is going to get sacked. They piled on him at the end. Could have been a little bit of skirmishing there that could have been called, but it's not. And the half ends and the Yellow Jackets, not where they want to be, but they're not where other teams have been at the intermission. Last week, Mesquite Poteet was down 29-0 after 1 to these guys. Jackets have stayed in this game and fought their way to a 2-score deficit at half. We'll see what they can do in the second half. Pete's going to talk to Brent Woodson here in a moment when he tracks him down. And here we go. Take it away, Peter.
All right. Coach, just seems like we've noticed there's a lot of guys on the sidelines over here. You guys, it looks like some injuries have been kind of piling up. It's just some key players.
It's a violent game. You know, the people are going to get banged up, dinged up. Grant they cheap shotted the crap out of Grant on a kickoff trying to recover a fumble. But again, we're running into each other. And so there's going to be some guys over here is what I call owies. And we've got a great training crew. We've got a great team doc. They'll take care of them.
Yeah, it just seems that this game is kind of, looks like there's some bad blood out there. People call it chippy, I guess.
Well, they come in here pretty full of themselves, but, when everybody from the AP to the Snyder Daily Herald's telling you you're great, you're gonna act that way. We're just making the officials make them accountable and making our kids do that. Officials say, I'm going to get on our guy's tail when they do things in retaliation. You got to take care of them when they do it first.
Very good. Thank you, Coach.
Please tell me you were recording that.
I did not. I'm already cutting highlights.
Oh, that's some of the best halftime gold from Brent Whitson that we've ever heard. He's obviously a little chippy himself right there. Pete, good questions. The Yellows are as much as anybody has given them, and that's not saying much through the course of the season, is they've won every game going away, and they may end up doing that before this one is over with, but not quite yet. There's still some skirmishing to be involved in the settling of this thing in the second half as we move into our halftime show. Our halftime show brought to you each week by Jeff's Auto Sales. It's time for the Jeff's Auto Sales halftime show.
Ladies and gentlemen, traveling from the heart of North Texas, deep in Cardinal Nation, we welcome you to tonight's halftime entertainment. Melissa High School is proud to present the 2023 Melissa High School award-winning Mighty Cardinal Marching Band. The band is under the direction of Jerry Wharton, Zachary Robinson, David Landry, Dahlia Lee, Clay Singletary, Chris McHenry, Michelle Hannigan, and Marley Doherty. Additional staff include Stone McCauley. Tonight, the band is led under the field command of drum majors Ryan Farrow, Kyle Nichols, and Addison Thomas. The section of the week is the flutes. Tonight, the Mighty Cardinal Band will be performing their 2023 UIL competition show entitled The Process. Drum major Ryan Farrow. Is your band ready? You may begin your performance. Cardinal Band would like to thank our Superintendent Keith Murphy, our Deputy Superintendents Dr. Robert Rich and Kim Bodeker, Melissa High School's Principal Marcus Eckert, the Melissa Booster Club, and our awesome band parents for their unwavering support.
They've traveled the globe, dancing for kings and presidents. The New York City Rockettes know them by name. Disney World is considering naming a street after them. They are the undisputed greatest dance team in America. Please welcome to the field the world-renowned Denison High School Stingerettes. The Stingerettes are under the direction of Mrs. Christy Mitchell and Miss Jenna Dornstatter. Stingerette officers are Lieutenants Lane Sparlin, Estelle Shires, Hannah Moody, and Becca Brown. Head Lieutenant Aubrey Means. This year's captain is Emerson Williams. Sergeant is Trinity Williams. Stingerettes of the week are Mira Harris and Kira Courtright. Social officers are President Kristen Sundberg, Public Relations Avery Pearson, and Spirit Chair Leslie Alva. Tonight, the Stingerettes are performing a ribbon routine to I'm Still Standing. Your Denison High School Stingerettes. Stingerette Teacher of the Week is Ms. Valerie Walters. And Coach of the Week is Coach Mullins.
Continuing your halftime entertainment, Denison ISD is proud to present you the Denison High School Touch of Gold Marching Band. This week, Touch of Gold will perform their 2023 contest show. The program is entitled Midnight Avenue and features original jazz-inspired music composed by Matt Hightower and percussion by John Powell. The band member of the week is sophomore student leader Alyssa Montgomery. The color guard member of the week is junior Miley Stewart. The section of the week are the trumpets, sousaphones, and percussion. Thanks for working hard on Monday. Color guard captain Caleb Wood and drum majors Michael Golston, Ashley Reese, and Presley Hall, you may take the field. Representative High School Special Goal Marching Band are Melissa Lewis, Austin Armstrong, and Matt Zipcraft. Texas Gold having a spirit as Sonic and Scotland School Officer 503 this evening. Stop by anytime tonight and live in the band, and they will receive a portion of your purchase as a donation. Ladies and gentlemen, please give one more round of applause to the Denison High School Texas Gold Marching Band.
As a slight favorite because the game's going to be here as well, and I think you can take a lot from seeing this game 26-14 that a lot of people felt this was not going to be the case.
Yeah, if you want to read Jason's recap of tonight's game, you can do so tomorrow morning, overnight actually, heralddemocrat.com. Jason De La Rosa, the beat writer for the Denison Yellow Jackets for the better part of the 21st century, and we're going to welcome an old familiar voice back in. Kyle, sorry, we'll get you back in a moment.
I heard old, that's all I know.
Well, that's not exactly what I meant because I'm not far behind you, brother. Ed Meacham.
Yes!
Big Ed
wow.
back in the house. And it's like old times say.
Hey, I heard...
on the return. Defensive play Jackets, number 53. Munder Shepherd. Joking. Tough for a short game, initial contact with the Jackets by Michael Ryder. And Joker brought down to number 6, Kenyon Kelly. Joker brought down number 6, number 3, Bailey. Joker carries Jackson, Bailey. Ham's pass falls incomplete. Defending the Jackets, number 20. That's Jordan Smith. Pass intended for number 9. Smith. Carry brought down those Florida Jackets. Bailey and 44 Gus Turner. The bottom of the file for the Jackets. Pass, number 1. And brought down a 10-inch pass. Defense plays the Jackets, number 11. Cody, good morning. Ball goes over on down. First down, Jackets. Number 17, Michael Kennedy, who played for the Cardinals. 0, Landon Randall. Contact the Cardinals. 52. David Solomon, 31. Abrams. Pass complete number 4, Jake Crowley, defensive play for the Cardinals, number 10. Dalton Davenant. Pass intended for Crowley, falls complete. Finish Cardinals. 10. Those on the team pushed out of bounds by number 33, Finan. Player down on the field.
I'm on the carry. Room under block number 67, Dalton Brown. I'm on the carry. First down goes to Jackets. Defensive play for the Cardinals number 2, Smith. Interception by number 16, Jordan Kovacic.
First down by a couple of yards. Move to 6 for Charles Holder. Key moment for the Jacket D. Got to find a way to dig in and keep them out of the end zone on this drive. This is going to be a handoff. Ball is loose. It is still floating around on the turf, but Ham finally dived back on it. That's the second time tonight we have seen Adejokin and Ham on the wrong page. You would think you're number one. You've beaten everybody by a country mile. You'd have that down, but they don't. At least a couple of times tonight.
Jason Cannon, he just about came up with the gym. He couldn't find it.
Jackets crowd the line. Ham back, throws that screen out. Lincoln
he's
Dunn.
being held.
He got him, and he blew it up despite being held on the edge. That is Trace Olson, and he blew up a much bigger guy on the edge that was, as you said, holding him. Carson Maynard headed to Sam Houston State. He fought through that, grabbed a hold of the ankle of Lincoln Dunn and held on.
Personnel issue here.
Jackets.
Now they're good.
Jackets get Hain in there. He's on the left side, that three-man front. Third down and 13. Here's Ham. Back. Here comes the pressure. He steps up. He's throwing it down the field. Maynard push off. How in the world did they not call that right there? He caught it on the comeback, but he absolutely he pulled the defender down with one hand to the turf.
Show the replay.
Todd Wallace is beside himself.
My gosh, that guy has done that all night.
Oh, first down to the 34. Ed, did we call it wrong?
You got it right. Wow, that was offensive interference without a doubt.
Hand back to pass, pressured, rolling right, throwing it out in the flat. Lincoln Dunn has it, upended after a 2-yard gain.
Well, Jackets did a good job there, covers downfield, caused him to have to look elsewhere. I like that better than the ball's tossed downfield when you can get anything you want to do to catch it.
There's no doubt Carson Maynard is a talented player, but he has gotten away with a couple of things tonight.
Yeah.
And he got away with one right there. That should have been called, and it was not. Second down, 7 to go. Ball at the 30-yard line. Play fake. Ham throws it. It's picked off. No, it is dropped. It bounced through the breadbasket on the diving attempt as it went through the hands of Lincoln Dunn and the defender for the Yellow Jackets. I believe that was Jordan Smith. No, it was not. It was Trace Olson. He made a dive for the ball and nearly got there.
The Yellow Jackets got hands on it before it hit the ground, actually.
Third down and 7. 4-down territory likely for Melissa from the 30-yard line. 2 receivers to the right. They'll bring Lincoln Dunn in motion across the formation. Ham gives it
he missed it.
And he's gone. He's going to score from the 10 to 5, and he's in the end zone. As Nathan Adejokin takes the handoff, broke a tackle at the line, and sailed to the end zone for 6. And the Cardinals have upped their lead, 32-14.
All night long, Nathan Bailey and Kenny Kelly have made that up the middle not available for him past about 5 to 6 yards. And that time he just missed it. It was wide open.
Well, that big offensive line just begins to grate on you and wear on you after a while. And here's the snap back. The kick is up. It was nearly blocked, but not quite. And it is good with 4:55 to go in the third quarter of play. 33-14 as the Cardinals begin to push away the #1 ranked team in the state. They've had a fight to get where they are at the moment. Can the Yellow Jackets respond and climb back in? We're back in a bit to find out on YJTV and 93.1.
Yep. I'll pitch it. No problem.
Ed Meacham, Lance, I don't know where he's at. Kyle?
There's Kyle.
He went on a battery run. It's Friday the 13th. How about a scoring drive recap?
Got it here in the third quarter, 4:55 on the clock, 2:18 ran off the clock, 7 plays, 80 yards, capped off there by a 30-yard run by Adejokin. So Melissa goes up at this point, 33-14.
First United Bank kick. It's a spinner, a short one taken up at, and I thought the return man might have dropped it for a moment. And if he did, he got back on it. The ball is down at the 35. That's where they'll go back toward it. Peter D. Let's see here. How about fun with mascots? That's intriguing.
Okay, so I've got a list for you. You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, Bearcats, Lions, Wildcats, Lions, Leopards, Tigers. You notice the pattern here?
Oh my.
Yeah, that's been all of our opponents until tonight. Where we got, finally got birds. And we're finally away from the cat sanctuary.
Isn't it almost dove hunting season? We got to take some birds out.
Yeah, I don't think. Listen, guys, I write about the outdoors for a living. I'm pretty sure you can't hunt crickets.
So we got Tigers again, and then we got a bunch of Pirates back to back. So.
Shiver me timbers, the Pirates here in 2 weeks. Here we go. First down and 10 for the Yellow Jackets from the 35. Rhodes is going to run the option. This is going to be a double pass. It's going to be Crowley trying to get free, and he was held, and they do not throw the flag, and the coaches for Denison are beside themselves.
Hey, even these old eyes that haven't been up here in a year can see that. I mean, the receiver spun out of that, and the defender had all great jersey, and the officials right there didn't see it that way.
When I say the coaches were beside themselves, there were a couple of them jumping up and down. That was egregious right there. Second down and 10. Doesn't matter. Go back to work. Yellow Jackets call the play in. They set it up with, they've been setting that up for a while with Michael Kennedy kind of trailing back behind the ball carrier on that zone read option. Rhodes goes to work with Alleman in the backfield. He's gone the distance, gets a big hole here. Shuts down in a hurry, but he got 9 yards. Going to be second down and short. Third down and short. Ed?
Well, I hadn't come to a ball game. I've listened to every one of them, and I was so anxious to watch Alleman. Just the difference in his physique and the quickness he has.
Yeah, he doesn't look the same, does he?
Oh, my.
He's the 18th Yellow Jacket in history to rush for more than 2,000 yards in his career. And he came in with 2,050 yards, and he's definitely adding to that total tonight. 797 on the season, again adding to the total. First down for Charles Holder, and moves the sticks to the 50-yard line. And Jack Alleman, despite slimming up his physique, still relishes the YAC, the yards after contact.
Yeah, he still has his CDL as well. That was a truck right there that he still has.
Semi loaded. First down and 10. Here's Rhodes. He's going to give it. Alleman weaving to the near side. Found a little bit of daylight back to the interior and cut it in behind the block of that right side for the Yellow Jackets. We haven't talked enough. Line actually has performed pretty well tonight offensively.
Yep.
Yeah, they are. Mason Mandrell and Alex Vogel on that side. Did a good job of finding a little bit of a running lane, and you don't need to give slim down Jack Oliver much, Ed Meacham.
No, he really looks good, guys. I've listened to your ball games, and I had to see it for myself, but he looks terrific. Tell me he's getting a Saturday offer.
I hope so. This is Rhodes. He's going to fake it. Now he's going to run it. He's up the middle on second down and 8. He's going to make it third down and 3. Manageable after the 5-yard gain.
Ed, what do you think about Montezine?
You always got Top Gun. You win that. That's Lynn's favorite movie.
Here we go. This is Rhodes. He's going to get the 40, 35, shaking, banking to the 30. There's a late flag. It's going to be a wide receiver hold. And Peter Dion, help me, friend. What happened there? We need to talk about. I don't know if it's still there or not. But a unique coaching team with the Jackson coaching staff. It's going to go against the Yellow Jackets. Home crowd does not like it.
Like the quarterback is fast.
It's going to remain third. It's a spot foul, so it's still going to be third and short. Basically, there was a spot foul, so it's marked back. Now it's going to be third down. How about that 2 go? Maybe not even 2. The line to gain is the 40. The marker is just across the 42. It's exciting. Here's Rose. Hands it off Holloman. Bounced off a guy. Bounced off another guy. Second, third effort. He's going to make it 4th and 1.
Energetic. How
about that? Here we go. Good play of the game for the Yellow Jackets. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Rhodes hands it off Oliver. Oliver plows forward. He's got it. I believe it's in the spot. They're going to mark it right on the 40, and that appears to be the line to gain. They have not signaled Charles yet. There it is. Referee Bert Jones out of our F&I Paul. Referee of the signals said, move those sticks. He's got 10. 40-yard Jackson straight. 2:19 to go in the third. They're trying to climb back in there. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. This is going to be this is Rhodes calling his own number. Trying to get to the edge. 40. Stiff arming his way. And I mean stiff arming, grabbing. That was almost an offensive face mask penalty right there. He grabbed that face mask and shoved Gunnar Wilson out of the way.
Now, there's a difference. You have to pull down, but he did push back. So that's handsome face.
That wasn't a San Millen personal foul. No way. No.
Yeah.
Kennedy and Thomas Lynn to the left. Crowley to the right. Oliver in the right hip pocket. Rhodes, Cooper Rogers is tight to the left side. Denison left to right. The radio down. 2nd and 8. Rhodes back. Here comes the heat. And he is going to be buried.
Goes right down to the 50-yard line.
They just brought everybody in. The Jackets were overwhelmed.
Ball there, and they just
Collins break.
So it's going to end up being 3rd and 15 with 1:48 and counting in the third quarter. And the Jackets rally here at the end. They've got a hold to dig out of. They've given Melissa a good account of themselves tonight, but they won't pull it. They want to look good. They want to feel good tomorrow morning. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Rhodes back, 3rd and 15, setting the screen up. Oliver had it, dropped it. He is ready to run, and it'll be 4th down. The Jackets will elect to punt. Matty Ice is back to 40. He was good in Lovejoy on the fake punt. Missed it last week against Terrell in that disappointing loss. And Melissa recognizes there could be some funny things going on here. They'll call a timeout. We're going to join them. 1:26 to go in the third. 33-10. Melissa Denison with the ball for the moment. Back after this with YJTV at 93. Jackets be the cardiac kids tonight. Support.
Yeah, they need Melissa to help them out here. They need enough fun, something to happen to turn.
Lincoln Dunn standing at the 10-yard line. They're coming. Matty Ice. Split into it. Lincoln Dunn is going to go down on the fair catch and take the knee at the 11-yard line. Perhaps the 12. That's where the Cardinals will go to work.
First down to Cardinals ball.
And the unarmed will go to the sideline. Friday the 13th. It is Friday the 13th, and you've got quite a bit about that, so we'll take it away.
He dropped all his papers.
See, it's all omens. It's the 13th. It's just, it's everything.
He dropped his whole football.
The wind's blowing again, so I'm not used to it.
There's no wind down there.
They made a movie about that, didn't they? Trevor Ham is going to throw it out. It's going to be caught, weaving his way up the field towards the first down. It's going to be a new name that we have not called in a bit. Jackson Ford, senior Oregon commit, the tight end. How could we not call? I wonder who he's going to hope Corso picks with a headgear tomorrow. The Duck.
The Duck. The mighty Duck.
This is going to be a handoff out of Jokin.
Oh.
Right, then back towards the inside. Hammered, but not before he hammered his way to the first down. He is a physical runner.
He is, but the Jackets are bringing it in there just as hard. I'm glad to see their physicality is still there, finishing out this quarter, trying to get a turnover.
Trying to do that. They need one. They came into the game. -6, Adejokin weaving up the field. And he is going to cross the 40.
Kelly
has the first down as Kelly saved maybe a touchdown. Pete, how about Friday the 13th? Get your clipboard going?
Yes, sir. We are ready to go. So triskaidekaphobia, you guys have probably heard of that before, right? So that's fear of the number, avoidance of the number 13. Triskaideka is Greek for 13, by the way.
I'm going to come back to that in a minute. Here's Ham on the play fake. They nearly got there.
Go
He's
pick
throwing.
that. Look at the push-off again.
Yep, another
What
push-off.
in the world is
And
going
he's
on with
getting
the
the catch.
push-offs?
I don't know, but they do it every play.
Every single play, Carson Maynard has pushed off.
Complete to number 9.
Every one of them. Hand shiver, the Yellow Jacket defender right there. Am I wrong?
They're not. No, you're not wrong. We need to be showing those replays, so maybe the refs
First
will
down
get
for
it.
Charles Holder. It's a trick play. They're going to direct snap over the middle, and the Yellow Jackets broke it up. They snapped it to one of their up men. It was Ham, actually, but they were in the wildcat, I think. Kind of some craziness right there. So the fear of the number 13. What about if you try to work that back the other way, Pete? Because when I have to change the size of a number on my chart preparation, we'll come back to that. Ham's going to sling it out. Lincoln Dunn has it, gets the block to the edge. First down and more, pushed out of bounds. So when I change it, it goes from 16, and I always change it to 13 when it's the opponent.
Okay. So
I
you're
never
trying to
I
reverse.
never change it to 13 when it's the Yellow Jacket.
Okay. Okay. So you got a little your own superstition thing going on there.
Yeah, it doesn't work. Here we go, the handoff, Adejokin. He's up the middle, tripped up, might have saved 6. Lathan Bailey got him. Not the first down, but that big offensive line. We're going to stay right here with it. That's the quarter, actually. We're not going to stay here with it. We've expired 3. Number 1 team is starting to pull away. Can the Yellow Jackets rally? We'll see in the 4th. Back in a moment on YJTV at 93.1.
And you're clear.
All right, fella.
Welcome back, Yellow Jacket fans. 33-14, Melissa in the lead. Knocking on the door down here, see what the Yellow Jackets can do. They're at the 10-yard line with a new set of downs. Second and 5.
Yeah, the Cardinals trying to open the lead up more. 3 receivers to the right, nobody to the left. Adejokin in the right hip pocket of Trevor Ham. Maynard comes across the formation. Ham rolling right, wanting to throw for Maynard. He's looking. Here comes the heat. Then they're going to lose containment. He's going to run out of bounds at the 4-yard line. And that is going to be enough to make it 1st and goal.
Yeah, he's going to pick up the new set of downs, and I'm sure they'll just pound it in from here. Mess around with a play like that, and you get it picked down here. You don't need that.
Ed Meacham has departed the Yellow Jacket broadcast booth.
Who was that guy?
Who was that guy? For YJTV and 93.1, Jackets may have jumped. Hand off to Adejokin. He is stopped, but then he surges to the end zone. They're going to call him down, mark him down at the 1. So it's going to be 2nd and goal from there. Violent tackle by the Yellow Jackets. I believe that was Jacoby Dehorny right there, and he just tied him up, threw him down, just like the calf we talked about at the rodeo. This is Ham. He's going to hand it out of Joke, and he leaps.
Maybe not
again.
He jumped in.
He is in. He jumped, he leaped, and he just got the ball across the plane of the goal line, and Melissa beginning to pull away and derail the Yellow Jackets' hopes for an upset. Yellow Jackets have given a good account of themselves, but in the end, maybe Melissa is just like they've proven for everyone else they've played, just going to be a little bit too much. Jackets are certainly not going to give up with 11:26 to go, but they're going to have to, as the saying goes, make some hay in a hurry and get it in the barn. Here is the kick. It is up. The PAT is good. And it's 40-14 with 11:25 remaining. Back in a moment on YJTV at 93.1. Jackets have anything left in the tank? We're about to find out. They call it Jacket Quarter. Let's see how hard they can play to the end. Back in a moment with more Yellow Jacket football.
Number 58, Jason Span. Your score: Melissa 40, Denison 14. Jackson, number 6, Kenyon Kelling, number 9, Grace Olson. And Randy Hernandez has the ball teed up for the Cardinals.
And we're back, and the number 1 team in the state beginning to flex its bicep muscles a little bit. You don't expect Cardinals to do that. You know, they're kind of thin, svelte, not the big weightlifters, right? These guys are. Here's the First United Bank kick. Kenyon Kelly's got it at the 24. Comes to the near side, looks for a block. He gets to the 30, gets around the edge, and is wrestled to the turf hard and out of bounds. A little slow to get up there, but he is up, and he is
done.
He's been hurt since the first quarter. I mean, he's had something bothering him. There's some big guys out there he's banging into, and it's tough on him tonight.
It is.
He's been
Look,
working that off a bunch.
Look, if you're not here and you're not watching, you're listening, this is some kind of big physical football team right here. Yellow Jackets are giving them all they can, unless it may just be a little bit too much in the end. Jackets sent 3 receivers to the right, including Alleman out of the backfield. 1 to the left. Rhodes is going to check at the line. Now he's going to look to the sideline to Brian Wilson. Stanley Morrison calling the plays. And he is going to quickly step back. 3 seconds on the play clock. Has it just in time. Runs the zone read option. Alleman's got it. Bangs his way forward. Wrestled down out of bounds. They have not called anything at all on either side. Their side, our side, any side. When it's near the boundary. And some officiating crews call it tight. Some call it lax. I think we're getting the latter tonight.
Yeah, I think so from here on probably for sure.
Look, there's no doubt Melissa is a fantastic football team, and they are very much, from my vantage point, worthy of their number 1 ranking. Best team we've seen all year, at least from my vantage point. Here's Ty Rose back. Now he's going to run. Ducks a nice move, but then the speed. It's not just the size, it's the speed. A little bit of shoving. Yellow Jackets saying, leave the quarterback alone.
Right.
I will tell you, I'm not impressed with the composure of some of the folks out there tonight. How about that?
Yeah, not either. I mean, if you are the #1 team, you don't need to do some of the things you're doing.
Yeah. Senior linebacker right there. Not going to call his name. No need to, but don't shove somebody on your way up. Almost turned into a little bit of a squabble there.
Look out.
Here's the throw. Michael Kennedy is incomplete. Tried to get that little slip screen spinning out of it. A lot of times they'll come inside with that. That was, they were trying to block the edge and spin around it.
Look who's out there on that coverage as soon as they saw it. 55. I mean, he gets out there faster and is out there.
6'4", 250.
Yeah.
Just flies around
goodness.
to the football. 4th down, Matty Ice is going to punt. 10:25 to go in the game. Melissa beginning to make the outcome of this seem like the inevitable at this point. Yellow Jackets are going to put a late addition in, Corey Franklin. Matty Ice has it. Here they come. Gets it away. Lincoln Dunn, fair catch called for and made at the 31-yard line.
I don't know if we gave him much room to catch that football. They didn't flag it.
Well, they hadn't called anything else tonight. Why would they call that?
Here's a yardish.
Yeah.
All right, let's go down to Peter D. We've enjoyed the old home week with Ed Meacham. Ed, I hope you're listening. Thank you for joining us. You travel back home. Be careful. We've also visited with Otis and Bo, and so we talked about Friday the 13th, but you're not done, Pete.
I am not. So if you have Frigga triskaidekaphobia, that means you are specifically afraid of Friday the 13th. Like, that's an actual fear.
Oh.
So Frigg's the goddess of marriage.
So it's not the fear of being married, it's the fear of the. Okay. All right.
Oh,
Yellow
my.
Jackets overwhelmed the running back. I believe that's still Jokin.
So her name comes from
I can tell you this, their linemen just lost a lot of height.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
for
starting
real.
to flood the
My
field
goodness.
back. That was actually Bishop Curry.
Yep.
5'11", 190 junior, has a 3. Jokin is 3, period. He's 3'2", 32. So I saw the 3 and wasn't sure. And the coach's son, Jackson Nally, is 5'9", 185 junior, heir apparent to Trevor Ham when he graduates. He will step in and control the ship the rest of the way. Go ahead, Mr. Dion.
Yeah, no worries. So she's the goddess of marriage, as we said, and Fridays are actually named after her.
Here is Nally getting free on the play fake. He's going to get to the original line of
Football,
scrimmage.
football.
Ball is loose
Oh,
on the ground.
get on the ball.
Jackets have recovered. Is it a fumble or no?
It's a fumble if they'll
Matt
not talk
Nally
about
is
it.
not happy.
He wants to go talk to people about it.
Jackson
Like
Nally
he
on
can't
the
see it.
run.
It's right there in front of him.
Defensive play for Jackson. number 6,
Golly.
Kelly.
So another zebra convention.
It's a
Number
fumble.
18, Casey Sanders.
Jackets think so.
300 feet away from this thing.
Matt Nally says, that's my son. That's not a fumble.
I
It's
think
a
I think he
fumble.
was down. I'm less than 3
Get,
Yeah, watching
Pete,
the replay.
go to the locker room.
Pete, you're supposed to
But-
be working on that contract.
But the beautiful thing about this
That's
is,
not gonna
as
help.
good a job as YJTV does, you cannot in high school football make a call based on a replay. It's not admissible, not allowable.
But just
They
call,
can't-
let's call something and move on. Let's go.
Yeah, the Yellow Jackets are all pointing, going our ball. Melissa is still there with their offensive front, and I believe it's going to be their football.
Oh, boy. Safe play, fellas. Good job. See if I'm telling anybody anything.
I will say this: Melissa has brought a good crowd tonight.
Yeah, look where Yellow Jackets dove on the football. That's a loss.
So it's going to set up 3rd down and a long way, 3rd and 14.
So how did they get the ball right there?
Well, Brent Woodson is asking just that at the moment. Todd Wallace, very animated at the moment. Todd's getting a workout. Todd's having to run away. He's so frustrated
If they mark it
right
there, it's the Jackets' ball. Because they should have been down over here.
now. That's right. That's right. If it's there,
And
the Yellow
Jackets dove on
Jackets
it
had
there.
recovered it there.
Goodness.
That's right. So it's going to be 2nd down, not 3rd.
With the B team.
Well, we've always had that on the broadcast. At
Yeah,
least on
well,
this- at
Why
least
is it
on
not
this
3rd
side.
down?
Yeah, that's true too.
All right, here is Nolly. He's going to throw it out. Running back's going to grab it. Lathan Bailey is going to tackle him along with some assistance. It's going to be a gain of about 5, and it's going to set up 3rd down and 10. 3rd down and 9, actually. Okay. We've done Friday the 13th. Bad things next on Friday the 13th.
Yeah, so I made a list of things, you know, Friday the 13th, I think gets a bad rap. So if bad things really happened on this day to make it, you know, one that people should be fearful of. Well, there have been some few things in history, but, I mean, you guys remember that plane crash in the Andes with that rugby team?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, that was on the 13th. There was also another plane crash.
They made a movie about that,
yeah.
in fact.
There's another plane crash same day.
Here is Nally, by the way, back to pass. He spins out of one tackle, not the next. Jackets will sack him. Late flag. Of course they throw it there. Come on.
You know, the Jackets have some backups in there as well in some different places. Not too many, but in a couple places. Just getting in on a play and then they get flagged.
Personal foul. They're going to call it a blow to the head. I didn't see that. I'm not going to say it wasn't there. We didn't see it from our vantage point. We've seen a whole lot of offensive pass interference tonight, though. But the flags have not flown on that. So that's going to move the hanky, or move the sticks by hanky. And Charles Holder's going to get a 1st down call with 8:20 to go in the game. And Melissa will get to go back to work. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. That's a big fella right there.
Yeah.
My goodness, he's new in the game, and he's as big as any of them.
Pancaked everybody. Jeez.
Jackets are playing hard. It's still going to be a 4 or 5 yard gain. And the backups, listen to this: 6 foot 220, 5'10", 270, 6'4", 250, 5'10", 275, 6'4", 245. That's your backup offensive line.
The one that was 6'4" just took 2 Yellow Jackets. Pancake both of them.
Peyton Porter's the big fella, 6'1", 195, and how about this? Sophomore. Had a 73-yard house call a couple of weeks ago for a touchdown in the 4th quarter. 2 receivers to the left for Jackson Nally. It's going to be a handoff to the running back. That is going to be Bishop Curry. Lots of pounding going on.
Sure is.
3rd down, not much gain. It's going to be 3rd down, about 6 to go. Pete, some other bad things on the 13th.
Yeah, so actually that was October 13th, 1972. Another plane crashed in Russia. That was actually worse. It killed 164 people.
So the moral of that story is don't buy a plane ticket on Friday the 13th.
Right, but it's supposed to be a good day to get married on. So it's weird.
Jackets are going to have to call a timeout because they had too many men on the field, and they had to do that to avoid the penalty. We'll join it back in a moment on YJTV at 93.1. And we're back, winding this one down. Peter Dion, Pete D, our Northbrook Real call to the sidelines. Birthdays today, sports.
Oh, you want to go sports, not entertainers, huh?
Okay. How about both?
No, okay. All right.
Start with the sports and end with the entertainment.
That sounds great. So a couple of Jerrys are born today. Rice and Jones. You may have heard of those guys.
Yeah, one of them is a legend, one of them not so much.
Oh, long live Jerry. My second favorite owner in the NFL.
I bet, Mr. Green Bay Packer. That lifetime contract is oh, they got him. No, they brought everybody in. Jackson Nolly he went, Dad, you didn't tell me about that.
What kind of spot is this?
I've got to tell you the funniest story that I've ever heard. I think ever on a football field is Chad Rogers, our good friend that's down at Singer now. His son Chance went up and played at Southeastern, and after his first week there at Southeastern, you'll laugh at this. His first week there, Chad tried to leave him alone, not be the helicopter dad, and let him do what he needed to do. 2 or 3 days into it, called him, son, how's it going? How you doing? Here's the punt. Coming after it, nearly blocked, not quite. Going to bound around. The Yellow Jackets are going to back away from Yellow Jackets.
Peter.
Yeah, nearly gave it away again as the jacket just wasn't paying attention down there. Almost stepped on it. Stanley Morrison is letting him know about that. But Chad called up Chance, and he said, Chance, by the way, is offensive coordinator now at Sanger. And he said, son, how's it going? And he said, Dad, there's some grown men out there on this field. You know what? There's some grown men down on that field tonight.
Yeah.
All right, so sports. How about entertainer birthdays, Pete?
Okay. Yeah, let's see. So Sammy Hagar was born today, so I've been listening to 3 Lock Box all day, like I'm sure you guys
Steve
have.
McCraw, where you at, buddy? Sammy Hagar's birthday? You didn't tell me.
And he's like 76 years old. Did you guys realize that? He's only like 3.5 years younger than Mick Jagger.
Wow.
And we made fun of the Stones for being old back in the 80s. Well, Hagar was right there, too. What were we doing?
Right.
This is going to be a handoff from Rose to Oliver. How about a face mask? There it is. There's the flag. That was not Alleman. That was
17.
Michael Kennedy. But that was the most obvious call of the night. It took a while to find the flag. It's going to be a personal foul, first down.
Flag on the field.
6:06 to go. So, any more entertainers?
Oh, absolutely. Paul Simon. You guys ever heard of him?
Wow.
Marie Osmond.
Man.
Robert Lamb from Chicago. How
Yeah.
about John Ford Coley, the pride of Dallas?
Okay.
Of England and John Ford Coley.
No.
You don't know them? My dad and I have had a running debate for 30 years on how many people are actually in that band, even though it's a duo. But he claims there's like 4 people.
And you say otherwise.
Yeah, there's 2. There's always 2 on the cover, but he doesn't. He says England is one guy, Dan's another, and he says John's a guy, and then he says Ford Coley's another guy.
There you go.
He said 4 people.
There it is. Big 15 yards.
All right. Pete Dion, any ER of Sherman injury updates? Know anything about any of the players that were sidelined this evening?
I do not. I have been, although there's nobody in the tent right now. Yeah, the tent's empty, so I could go in there safely, which is a nice sign.
Rhodes is still in at quarterback. He's going to give it to Alleman, headed right, then cut it back to the middle. Got a yard, 2, maybe 3.
Wow.
Still going. Doesn't want to go down. I think Jack's starting to realize senior season beginning to slip by.
I think Melissa, too, they're not playing. They've got their first team still in defense. Up 40 to 14 with 5 minutes to go. They just now subbed one of the linebackers. So they got a backup linebacker. Two backup linebackers.
Nigel Smith has been gone for a while, though.
Nigel stepped out. Yeah, that's for sure.
I believe Brett Venables called and said, get that young man out of there.
Yeah.
2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Alleman in the backfield with Rhodes. 5:06 to go in the game. Here's Alleman right up the middle, and there's just nowhere to go. 3rd down and 5 coming up. Big, huge. Did I say big, huge matchup tomorrow? In fact, game day is going to be in Seattle, Washington tomorrow. When they go on the air, it's going to be in the dark.
It's just Oklahoma State versus Kansas.
Yeah, I don't think that's the big matchup we're talking about.
Purdue, Ohio State?
Yeah, I don't think that's it either. I think we're talking about Oregon and Washington. Who you got, fellas? The Ducks or the Huskies?
I'll say the Ducks.
Yeah, green's better than purple.
Ducks are looking tough. I'm gonna want to go with that, but I like the home field advantage for the Huskies.
Man.
3rd down and 5 is now 4th down and 4. That was Alleman.
No, he's over here. Is that Yerkes?
Yeah.
I just want to know if he's back in the game.
It is Chippy.
Not Yerkes. That was Rendon.
It was Rendon getting his first.
Let's run Rendon up the middle.
Action of the
fastest
night.
guy.
First action of the night at running back. Second carry of the year for him.
Get him to the sideline.
4-10. Stoppage and play. We're going to keep it right here.
Somewhere.
Keep it right here. We're going to finish up with the list. Pete, I love what you do with these lists each night.
Thank you.
Very intrigued by this one. Today in history.
Oh, yes. There's, a lot of things, of course, that happen on this day as soon as I turn my pages over and find it. So, man, how about the first spiral galaxy being discovered in 1773 by a French astronomer? It's a long time ago.
Yeah, I was thinking about that this morning, Pete.
I know you were, Kyle. So how about this? The United States Navy was established today in 1775.
Indeed. Happy birthday to the midshipmen.
Construction began in 1792 of the White House. They laid the cornerstone. Mr. Washington helped do a little ceremony there. And then in 1800, of course, John Adams became the first president to actually live there. They call it the Executive Mansion then, but then it became known as the White House.
Yeah, let's see. 4th down. Jackets are going to go for it. Rhodes snaps his hands together. He's going to run the option, and he's going to pitch it to Alleman. Alleman jets his way up the field. First down and more. Charles Holder and Alleman beginning to stack a few yards together. Don't know if he'll have a big night tonight, but he's certainly going to continue to push towards 1,000 yards. Likely will get there next Friday night.
If he could bust a big run, it would help. He's had a lot of good 8, 12, and 10, and 9, and 12, and 14.
Yeah, you do about 10 of those, and that's 100 yards.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, he doesn't have 100 tonight.
If he could bust the big one.
They bottled him up pretty well, but they haven't shut him down like they did last year.
Oh,
Here's
gosh.
Rhodes.
Oh, he got away.
There's going to be a flag for holding, and he is going to uncork one and throw it to the first row on the far sideline. Incomplete, but they're going to call the Jackets for a hold.
Well, they had to. They were having to hold their blocks forever.
Got to tell you, very impressed with Ty Rhodes' elusiveness tonight. He's definitely been in trouble and found his way out of it a lot of times tonight. Sometimes no, but a lot of times yes. So some scores to update you on. This is the night of the blowout, and in a lot of respects, final from Frisco. Frisco Reedy all over the Sherman Bearcats. 59-0 was the final score. And that pretty much, I believe, is going to eliminate the Bearcats from playoff consideration with 3 weeks to play. Maybe not. May have my numbers wrong there. Moving on to 5A Division II. Here we go on. It's first down at 20 because they got the first down, but the hold, I guess, kept the first down alive. Here's Rhodes looking, throwing. He's got a man. That's Kennedy. Caught it at the 30 and down immediately. But move the 6 for Charles Holder to the 30-yard line. Nice job for him of finding that open spot in that soft zone coverage, and Rhodes for laying it in there.
Yeah, I like the pass that he made on the run to his left and threw across his body and got it in there.
First down and 10. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Here on YJTV at 93.1. Jack Alleman trying to shed a couple of tacklers. Can't do it. Got a yard. That's about it.
Did you see the Lovejoy score in the final?
It was a lot.
76-0 over Crandall.
And that's not even the biggest one of the night. We'll tell you about that in just a moment. It's the biggest one in the district, but Lovejoy defeating Crandall. What was the final?
I think I said 76.
76-0. Princeton took it on the chin to the Terrell Tigers in a big way. My scores have not updated in a good while. Of yours?
Yeah, updated.
All right, here's Rhodes. He's in trouble, looking, running, flag on the play, and he is going to be tackled, but I believe that's going to be a hold, and somebody is Rhodes. Looks like, thought for a second he was in a little bit of discomfort, but no.
No, I think he's just frustrated.
I think he is. So Terrell is going to defeat Princeton in a big way. Melissa is going to win this game going away with 2:37 to go in the game. Jackets trying for that final score. Greenville won in a big way over Poteet. Poteet is 0-7. Greenville wins 48-16. And then the score of the night was not in 5A. It was not in 4A. Any guesses where it was?
Gunner.
The #1 ranked Gunner Tigers. Boy, they look like the #1 team in the state. They traveled to Howell to play Monty Walker's beloved Bulldogs, and they took no prisoners. Jack Alleman trying to get free on 2nd and long. Can't do it. Clock winding at 2:26 to go in the game. 82-0. The final score tonight as Jake Frizzell's team notches his 201st win. And fellas, Jack Alleman's down and just took the helmet off.
Timeout somewhere.
Jack Alleman's down and just took the helmet off. That's the timeout. Would be an absolutely disastrous chain of events, but he gets up Benny Rhodes helps him up. Looks none the worse for the wear. Maybe just got the wind knocked out of him. But he is kind of limping towards the sideline. Yellow Jackets just literally the walking wounded tonight, coming out of this game with a big, strong, physical football team.
Yeah, that's the big thing. When you're banging into those bodies all night long, yours is going to give at some point. Those are big guys over there. You said it enough.
Grant Yerkes has been unavailable since the first half because of an injury, and now Jack Holloman, his cousin, will go into the injury tent, and that may be a sobering ER Sherman injury update. We've got a stoppage in play, so how about something maybe a little fun here, Peter D? How about some astronomy news to end things tonight?
Yes,
hey,
tomorrow.
I got one.
Yeah,
go ahead.
I think Mr. Samuel had this one all figured out today. We had a pre-show meeting.
He's got some pretty tough, challenging scientific terms, though, that I don't really follow.
Go for it. It's all you.
No, go ahead.
Okay, so there's a solar eclipse tomorrow, right? And what is that? What does that mean?
The ring of fire.
Yeah, so
the ring of fire. That's what it is.
Right.
So this is digressing in a hurry. This is going to be third down and a long way. Rhodes is back. He sets up. He's going to uncork one down the field.
Oh!
And it is overthrown. I believe that was Darion Vaughn, maybe the intended receiver.
17.
And it's going to be fourth
Kennedy.
down, and the
Michael
Jackets.
Kennedy.
Michael Kennedy. The Jackets are down.
Darion's down here on the island by himself with the corner.
They're down to their final play of the night, most likely, with 1:59 to go. Fourth down. To keep this thing going, they're going to need to get 18 yards.
All you do is run the same play. These two are running with Darion, and you slip Rendon right over here and toss it to him and let him.
And I think you can push off now, so just
You can
push
push
off
off.
and jump up there and get it.
That's right. But they're not.
So the Jackets will go for it here. Two receivers right, two left, empty backfield. Rhodes is back, dancing. Here comes the pressure. He is flushing, looking, throwing down the field.
Nice.
Got his man, but it's way short. Believe the catch sliding grab was made, and it was. It was Rendon. But he's going to be about 4 yards shy of the first down marker. He's simply trying to come back and give his quarterback some help. But
ball goes over on downs.
Going to go over on downs, and Melissa can likely kneel their way to the locker room in the victory formation here. The Jackets do have one timeout remaining. I'm certain they will not utilize it. So Melissa can take the knee a couple of times and call it good, protect their #1 ranking for another week.
Kind of depends on what Melissa comes out here. If they don't take a knee, then you take a timeout if they run a play.
They're back in the shotgun formation. So we'll see what they decide to do. Jackson, Nolly. Low snap, ball is on the turf.
Ball on the field.
You know, and after the Miami fiasco here, not that it would matter here.
Right.
It would not matter whatsoever here. But if you did not see, the Miami Hurricanes had the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets down. The clock was at 36 seconds. Georgia Tech was out of timeouts. They trailed by 5. All Miami had to do was kneel, and the game was over. And they ran a play, and guess what happened?
Yep.
Fumbled, and Georgia Tech scored a miraculous touchdown on the final play of the game to win.
They're still running the play.
They're going to run another play. This is Nolly. He's going to
the ball.
throw it. Wow.
Well,
one way to go. I understand you're trying to build depth.
Yeah, it's your backups, and they're getting a chance to get out there. But I really think when you're on the road and you're getting to this point of the game, you need to get home.
Need to get home. Ball game ended effectively a while ago, towards the beginning of the fourth quarter when Melissa got that last score and just simply pushed it probably a little bit too far.
Some normal receivers out there to cover. Those guys are about 6'2", 6'1".
No, those are the backups
I
too.
know.
Third down,
They're not that
14. Nolly back, has it, hands it off. Running back is going to run straight ahead, and that is going to be a short gain for Bishop Curry. Sets up fourth down, and will they go for it here? Probably with 50 seconds to go.
Kick it, work on your kicking game.
So the Yellow Jackets are going to fall.
Don't put King in the bag. Okay.
They're going to fall on the wrong side of the 500 mark. They'll drop to 3 and 4, just as they did a year ago. Same scenario of events, and that is going to be Jaden Crowley stepping back to return this from the 45.
Number 9, Trace Olsen.
It's Olsen.
It is Olsen.
Yeah.
We'll let the clock wind down. 16 seconds to go.
Olsen,
They
you
will
might have a chance to return one here. You're getting inside the 50 here.
Flag called for the delay of game.
And their punter's the one that went off earlier. Thumbs up.
So they came in averaging 54 points a game and giving up 19 points a game. So a little off on both accounts, but they're going to get the thing that matters the most, the dub.
Yeah.
And they will protect their #1 ranking and move to 7-0 in the season. Melissa will. Here is the kick with 16 seconds to go. End over end kick. And Olsen's going to back away and just watch it bound, and it's going to die at the 38-yard line, and there will be 3 seconds remaining. 2 seconds. Clock operator says, I have seen enough.
That's
what
the
do
ball
you think
game.
about Melissa Lovejoy, real quick?
Final score, Melissa Cardinals.
Coming into the
40,
game, I
Denison
really
Yellow
thought
Jackets 14.
Melissa was almost invincible. Given the way Lovejoy has played the last couple of weeks,
I think
Lovejoy could very easily win that game.
Yep.
And it was a 1-point victory for Melissa a year ago, 36-35. It will be at Melissa this year on Friday, November the 3rd.
Well, Lovejoy just blanked Crandall. They blanked us. Their defense is a lot better.
Well, they didn't blank us. They came close to blanking us, but not quite. Their defense is good. I think Melissa is balanced, probably has the better running game.
Yep.
Lovejoy may have the better it certainly has the better passing game. Don't know about the defense. It's pretty close to being a wash.
Be a good ball game.
Be a great ball game.
Last ball game of the season is between the two.
Yep. Very likely going to be for the district title again. And it is quite conceivable that those two teams will meet more than once between now and Christmas Day. Teams are exchanging pleasantries down the sideline. Wasn't as much of a runaway, perhaps, as a lot of people thought Melissa might come in here and do.
Well, majority of their games, their starters have been sitting in the third quarter.
They started sitting late in the third. They've sat for the bulk of the fourth quarter for sure. And they certainly flexed their muscles and proved that for this night, they're certainly the better team. And are they the #1 team? I don't think they did anything tonight that would make me say they're not.
No, you got somebody's got to beat them. They're going to stay #1. If nothing else, they're #1 on paper. My goodness.
And while they didn't score as many points as they did a year ago, and got a little help in getting there to where they got tonight, neither did the Yellow Jackets. I think the offense is maybe not as good for them. Defense is better. Probably my assessment at this point. I actually thought that coming into the game. Their numbers have definitely improved defensively from a year ago. None of that matters for the Yellow Jackets now. This one's in the books, and they have got to find a way to right the ship. They got to win out. It's that simple, barring some kind of craziness. And you know, we were talking before the game, that really hasn't happened in the 2-year span here in this District 7-5A. There really hasn't been anything unexpected. Any night that you go, whoa, where did that come from? Everything has pretty much gone the way that you would have thought it would go. And who knows, maybe the last 3 weeks something crazy will happen and it'll introduce a scenario or two that we're not thinking about right now. But as it is, Terrell looks to be all but in, as long as they don't stub their toe. They played Denison. They have played Lovejoy. They played Melissa. It would be hard to conceive that they would not find their way in, either in the 3 spot or the 4 spot, one of the other. Right. What's still up for grabs is the 4 spot, and last year there was one of those, oh my gosh, moments, kinda. Crandall upset Terrell. It was heavily favored. They play next week. What will happen next week? Don't know. But it could scramble things a little bit, perhaps. But the bottom line from the moment, the Yellow Jackets have got to win 3. The Crandall game 2 weeks from tonight, the season finale here at Munson Stadium. It's going to be the biggest game of the year for the Yellow Jackets. We're going to have to win. We're waiting for Brent Whitson to make his way over to talk with Pete Dion. he and Brian Wilson are doing that. And we will visit with Brent Whitson and then begin to wrap up tonight with the Yellow Jacket post-game show brought to you by Schulman's Movie Bowl and Grill. Tonight's post-game show, we'll come back to that. Take it away, Pete.
All right, Coach. Score was 26-14 at half. Defense got a nice stop there on the first series, and it just seemed that, I don't know.
They're really good. That's what it seemed like. They're really good. We didn't get one break from the officials. I'm not supposed to talk about the officials, but that's what I'll say. And then at the end of the day, they just, what they do well, they got on that and stayed with that. And that we had a lot of kids fall out. We've got to fight through things like that, and we got to go get well in a hurry. We got to go win 3 ball games.
What positives can you take from this game for your team?
Oh, we didn't back down. I mean, I don't think our kids backed down a bit. And I don't know if they're the number 1 team in the state. They're really good. They got a lot of good pieces. But the fact that our kids fought, didn't back down. They were at the half. They were just as enthused as they were when we went out to start. We've grown up a little bit in that regard. We were not very good at preparing to play football games early in the year, and we had a little leadership problem. We're starting to cure that, and I think that helps us with the challenge we have in front of us. We've got to go win 3 ball games.
So speaking of, Princeton next week. Let's speak a little bit about our next opponent.
Don't know much about them. I'm not smart enough to look ahead. I got to watch the ones that we're getting ready to play. Historically, they have not played us real tough, but we're primed for the picking probably on their spot. So we'll go to Princeton. We're going to get us a win. Get Crandall here in 2 weeks. Mesquite Poteet to finish up on Thursday night. We've got to get 3